Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Premier League round 3 here in Austria. Got the stream going early today. Get some more people in before we start. Obviously last week, what a race it was. A week ago today in Italy, Tango getting that famous victory after young Tommy got a penalty on the final corner. Menace Max actually went up to P2. Have you not seen her since then? He went up to P2 after having a penalty removed. He got given fake penalties, and then third was Irish, and then fourth was Tommy, unfortunately, who didn't get on that podium in the end. But yeah, what a fantastic league this is going to be. Again, just looking at the names you got on your screen there, it's just crazy, isn't it? We're still waiting for 3 more drivers to get in the moment. I know Bradfield's on his way, and I'm not quite sure the other 2 that aren't in at the moment, but I'll work that out. I'll just quickly go and get a drink, get ready for the 2 hours that are going to be absolutely brilliant ahead of us, and then we'll be all good to go. So we have got just waiting for 2 more. Jake the Slayer is obviously going to do his usual thing. We play his little game. The only thing he does winning a game at being the last person to be in the lobby, and waiting for Pricey as well, who's meant to be reserving for Ferrari, but obviously not too sure if he's going to turn up. Hopefully he does, otherwise he's obviously not going to be picked to reserve next week, is he? But just wait for Lisa to get in. If it goes past 25, it's 25 past now, so obviously if they're not in on this minute, then we'll be getting reserves in. Yeah, Bradfield is in. He'll be joining us in the commentary box in a minute. Yeah, again, look at all these drivers. We'll go through last week's race in a minute, and then the standings as well. We'll just get these last 2 spots sorted quickly. Quick look into the comments as well. Good evening to you all. Oh, I've just turned the stream off. That's not going to help. Even to Vintage. Yeah, Vintage, of course, usually would stream on a Friday, but his internet's not exactly been great lately, so he's hosting on the stream, and he can reserve as well, as get some extra chance to race. Even to Senna, even to Groove, even to Psycho like Santon, even to Tommy as well, even to Sloth. Right, it's now 26 minutes past, so we've asked to got no one on standby. But Immortal wants to join, so we'll get Immortal in. Yeah, quickly invite Immortal then, so we can join in and take up one of the spots. Where is he? Championship custom list, AC Immortal. Where is he? There we go. Invited. Yeah, so Jake and Pricey now. Oh, someone's literally just joined. Who's that? Jake the Slayer's literally just joined, so he's lucky that we haven't got a reserve in just in time. But yeah, as we said, we'll just wait for Immortal to go, and then we'll all get going. Yeah, let's quickly have a look through the teams then. So for Mercedes, you've got Tango and Menace Max. What a team that is. Absolutely fantastic team. So I actually got 1-2 last week. Actually got 1-2, and it was an up and down race. At one stage, it looked like neither of them were going to even score points. Obviously, Tango's got his connection problem sorted now, isn't he? So he's back in. There we go. I think Immortal is in. Beefy and Equals in the Red Bull. Beefy, I don't think he raced last week, but yeah, that Red Bull team yet to get going at the moment, but even still is a really consistent team. McLaren is Tommy, and then Vintage is reserving for Plotters today. Plotters unfortunately can't make this race. Bradfield and Irish ADHD and Aston Martin, or Argentina as we call him. Alpine, Irish New Potato, both podium so far, and then Farf as well, another strong team. Pot Stuff last week he did kind of throw away, didn't he? A great opportunity of at least at podium. Immortal reserving today as his teammate. We then got Alpha Tauri, we've got Sweet MJP, and then Jones, he's reserving there today. McKenty and Alfa Romeo, and Cowie, of course. Cowie retired in the pits last week after I think he had damage, didn't he? It was almost a lap down after what looked like he could have won at the race at one stage. But we know his potential, and Haas Marvs, he's had a great start to the season. I think Theo's got a point on the board as well. And then the Williams, we've got Jake the Slayer and Serious Mushrooms reserving for them today. We've got 20 cars in the lobby, and we've got Bradfield now joining us too, but we're all good to go.
Good
so
evening.
Yeah, if everyone ready's up. Good evening. Yeah, we are all good to go. Yeah, we have just put a poll out.
Oh, what's this for?
So that is for, yeah, just a little thing for you. During the race and the qualifying, do you prefer the telemetry and lap data on or off? So have a vote on that. What do you prefer? Because some of us commentating and streaming have different views. So, but it's not about us, it's about you. You're the ones watching it. So, and obviously telemetry is the thing at the bottom where it shows you the gears and the car. We'll show you it in a minute. And then the lap data is the thing at the top right of your screen, which shows the driver name, position and lap time. And whichever, we've got 10 minutes to vote, whichever one wins is the one we're going to go for. But yeah, like I say, Bill last night was streamed with it off, which he prefers. Personally, I prefer it on, but it's up to you. You're the ones watching it. I'm not watching. We're not watching the stream, so it's up to you guys.
Oh, it's taking a while.
Yeah, I'm all loading in.
Please be dry. It's dry. I can't do wet around here. Got to do it in a dry.
Yeah, yesterday's race, obviously League One had some rain, didn't we? Not League One, so I'm still used to calling it League One. Championship, we had some rain, didn't we? Yeah, it's a difficult race. Obviously collided with KD, which took me out the, well, not out the points. I got 9th in the end. Yeah, just waiting for Jonesy, Vintage and Beefy, according to my screen.
Yep.
So hopefully they can ready up, and then we'll be all good to go. Quick look into the comments as well. Oh, Argentina only voted wrong, so yeah, no, that's fine. We'll count that. Evening to Mushroom as well. Mushroom reserving again. He got a podium yesterday. His first podium, I think, in this league since he got one in the Premier League over a season ago. So well done to Mushroom for that. See, no pressure on him tonight as well, so we can enjoy this one a bit more. And it's dry to begin with. That's all we can say for now. It's dry to begin with.
God's sake. Same as yesterday.
Jonesy's saying about DRS. DRS says should be off, but Vintage set the lobby up, so ask him. Should be off. Hope everyone's connection is good. Saying Senna yesterday. Well, it weren't bad. It was only one problem with the connection. It weren't too bad. It was just shadows at the end that was playing up. Yeah, this track is just so rare. You can get a perfect lap together with the curbs. But there we go. Like I say, lap data. Again, that's that bit you see at the top right of the screen, and then telemetry is that bit down the bottom, which shows the amount of ERS, the fuel in the car, and then the speed and the gears you can see as well. But yeah, that's Get voting on that, what you prefer with that too. At the moment, it's 9-1 to on, because Argentina voted wrong. So it says 8-2, but it's 9-1 at the moment, but keep getting those votes in. Yeah, next poll we'll do will be the poll for pole position, won't it? And that come at the beginning of Q3. If I can remember, I always forget. Vintage Jonesy saying DRS assist on or off. But let's see who's going to be first out on the track. Hopefully you can all hear me loud enough at least and clear. And the stream's all looking clear hopefully as well. As clear as it can be on this app. All good, saying Formula Moments. Just try set a lap. Queen, you'll start from the back anyway. Who's Queen? Not quite sure who Queen is. Jonesy's talking to. He's talking about himself. Looks clear, saying Formula Moments just good as well. Have you looked at the weather forecast? As Marcy's coming out on the track.
It's got rain 60 minutes into the race, but that's probably finished by then, isn't it? We're saying overcast all the way till 60 minutes into the race.
It should be, so, yeah. But obviously,
it should be overcast, but
it's rare we'll get 60 minutes into a race.
Yeah.
With the amount of laps we have, it can go on. Like I say, if there is a safety car, if there are many safety cars, we might get a sprinkle at the end, but I doubt we'll see wet tyres at all in this race, to be honest. No. Marvsky is out first then. Oh, Jonesy's talking about Mushroom. There we go. Glad he's cleared that one up.
Oh, is Mushroom starting at the back? Where's Mushroom start at the back? No, start at the front, mate.
Where's he said that?
I haven't looked at the stream, mate. No, I thought he's.
Oh, where'd you get that from?
Starting at the back. I don't know, mate. I've only had a half a glass of wine.
Making things up already. Wow. Yeah, Marvsky's then going to be the first car, isn't he, to go have a quick dip into the standings whilst he's doing his lap after just 2 races. Yeah, he's Irish in the lead with 40 points. And then we said this league, always got to be careful at McLaren's behind. Yeah, it's young Tommy. Well, young Tommy's going to get the privileges of having the cameras on him then. As long as he doesn't invalidate this, the next lap coming out of that corner, no he doesn't. We'll watch Tommy's lap, then we'll do a run through of his lap, and then we'll have a look into the standings. Yeah, quickest lap we have on the calendar. Bradfield's going to start from the back, goes wide and cuts in to turn 1. He's taken that really nice. It's so easy, just doing the exact same thing on the next lap, but you spin and go flying into the wall. Up the hill, this is classed as turn 2 here, a bit of a bump in the road as you can see there. Yes. Be careful it doesn't fly you off. Deepest braking zone there is, clip back curb on the inside, and that's really nice how he straightened up there coming out of turn 3. This is the second DRS zone. We've already been past the first one. Down to turn 4, Hamilton Albon collision. Well, I had a collision here with KD yesterday, so that as well. Really nice through turn 4. Tommy goes wide as you can here and swoop in for turn 5. Get a bit close on the inside would be good there, but he's good enough. Just avoids going wide. And this is awkward one here. You don't want to go over this bump too much because it can fly you off, but he's done really well there. As Tommy, as he normally does. And again, one of the favourites probably to get promoted too. And then this is the worst one, isn't it? You've got to swoop in. He's done okay there. He's not absolutely pushed it. And the final one's so easy to invalidate. I think this is a good time from Tommy. It's a 103.6. Should be enough to get Tommy through. Solid lap. Didn't absolutely push it to the maximum, but it was good enough. Masters a 105.7, which is just a banker lap for Immortals on an out lap behind reserving today. The championship driver. Usually races for Aston Martin, of course. Got Mercedes next. Mercedes is Tango, and he's invalidated his time. And then Theo's on a lap as well in the Haas. We'll watch him. It's the standings. Irish on 40 and on 26 points. Equas, Tango and Menace Max all on 26. 14 for Marv, 12 for Plotters and Tommy, 10 for Cowie, 6 for Dylan, Sweet MJP, and that's just the top 10. Oh, he's got nearly invalidated there. Coming out the final turn. Theo crosses the lines, a 103.8. Not too sure. Not sure if that's going to be safe or not. Argentina's on a lap now as well, so watch Argentina as he comes through turn 9. He has to back off a little bit there. See Bradfield's teammate. Oh, he's lucky not to invalidate there. He crosses the lines at 104.4, and that is definitely not going to be enough for him to get through at the moment. Vintage is in the pits on a lap at the moment. We've just got Immortal, so we'll leave you with. Oh, Mortal's invalidated, so we'll go on board. Who's on an out lap? Beefy's on an out lap, and Sweet MJP's on an out lap. So no one's actually on a lap at the moment. We'll have a look at Sweet MJP then, because I think he's going to be next to start a lap. Have a look at the overhead view as well. Catch up the comments in a minute. Yeah, back to the standings. And bottom half, Fast got 4 points, Bradfield 2, Argentina 2, Theo 1. Yet to score Tree Slayer and Starburst, who haven't raced yet. Beefy's missed a race, and there's Pot Stuff. Unfortunately, he's been really unlucky not to get points. McKenty as well in Alfa Romeo, and then Jake the Slayer in the Williams. So yeah, look at all those names that yet to score points. To think 3 of these people in this league are going to get relegated is crazy. How do you pick which 3 are going to get promoted? It's all going to be down to consistency and avoiding penalties and mistakes. It's going to be really tough, but it is going to be survival of the fittest, and that's all invalidated. Yeah, from Sweet MGP. Took a lot on that curb. It was lucky he didn't spin, but then he was unlucky to invalidate after he bounced off the curb. Sweet MJP invalidates. Is Immortal going again? He is. After he invalidated his first run, Marvsky has gone again. He's not improved. So Marvsky struggling on those tyres. Tyre wear around is not too bad. I think I did 25 laps on the mediums out of 36 yesterday until the rain came. Oh, he's done well. No, he's invalidated. Oh, he's somehow not invalidated there, Immortal. But he lost time coming out of it anyway. He crosses the line, and it's still good though. It's a 1:03.8 from Immortal, puts him up to 3rd for the reserve. Oh, he's nearly slid coming out of turn 1. You see how tricky it is coming out there. It's crazy. Beefy then. I think, oh no, that's Equals. Beefy's further up. He's on a lap. Sweet MJP's the only car in front, but he obviously invalidated as we saw, and Beefy's just invalidated there. Just clipping over that curb. It is really harsh. The limits on this game are stupidly tough. Potstuff's the next car, then I really want Potstuff to get some points today. Not biased at all, but he made a bit of a mistake last week, didn't he? He had an incident with Tommy, and then he went wide off into the gravel and failed to pick up points, but he definitely deserves some points, Potstuff, because his performances have been really strong. In terms of pace, can he convert into points? And he's up to P2 over 1:03.6. Just close, a tiny bit off Tommy, and it's going to be so close here. This league is close enough anyway. But with List's track, of course, Jonesy's invalidated his time. He's got some impressive time trial times, Jonesy has. Can he convert it though? Irish. He must invalidate his first lap. Yeah, it's close, this league anyway, but with it being the shortest track, the shortest lap on the calendar, it's going to be even closer. The margin's going to be even closer. If there only been about 10 turns, McKenty's just gone up into P5. Equals goes up into P3. We're on board with Equals, his teammate at the moment. Equals, of course, won the 3 drivers on 26 points for tied seconds at the moment. And this time Beefy stays well away from that curb. Page saying good luck to Tommy. Tommy P1 at the moment. Oh, and not quite sure who just set a time. Can't see who it was. Oh, it's Split MGP up in the P3. What can Beefy do? This is looking good. It's a 1:03.6. He joins the 1:03.6s in P3. That's what it's going to be. This is Austria. This is what happens here. It's not Immortal.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, he should. Potstuff. 1:03.3 the pot. This is what. Yeah, second lap. Second lap. Because it's so hard to warm up the tyres here, because it's such a short out lap. Yeah. On your second run, you'll see a lot of cars improving. Tango's on his 4th lap, and he's still yet to set a lap. He needs to obviously get one set soon, but it should be competitive enough. Jonesy's in P11. We've just seen Mushroom go up to P10. We've just seen Immortal go up to P1. So Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. Cowie's left the session. He should be able to get himself back in using the invite. But Ferrari 1-2, and Ferrari not actually got... The Ferrari drivers haven't got any points in this league at the moment. What can Tango do then? He's going to get the lap set, and it looks good enough to get him through. Oh, it's P6. I'm not sure.
Yeah. He has done a lot of laps on those tyres though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's done 5 laps, which he won't want to use another fresh set of softs though. Absolutely no way. That wouldn't help him at all. But yeah, you can't say 1:03s are safe, can you? 1:03.9. You're not. McKenty and Mushroom are not safe there. No way. We've still got. We've still look at some of the drivers still yet to set a time.
Slayer, Cowie.
We missed Irish New Potato. Got to P4, I think. But take the stay on outlap, Farf and outlap, but we've got to be careful. Potstuff's right there. Cowie and Vintage and Menace Max yet to come out. Yeah, I think all these cars are just on in laps at the moment. Or McKenty, I think he's pushing. Yeah, McKenty's one of the drivers that I think needs to improve his time still. Then if he does, there might be others dragged into this fight as well. Here goes McKenty into the final corner. Yeah, looks a nice lap list from McKenty. Can he improve though? Yes, he can. He's improved by a couple and a half attempts up into P7. I think McKenty might be okay there. Be good for him to get some points today. He's not got any so far this season. I think he did miss 1 of the 2 races though.
They'll get you through.
Marsky's improving on his time. He's got to improve. He needs to find, well, close to 2 seconds really. He's always been a better race driver than he has qualifier. He's been brilliant. He was brilliant in ALR, I think, in Azerbaijan. He got driver of the day, got up to P5, and he started this season strongly as well, with 5th in the standings. Incredible start to the season from Marsky. Getting on really well in that Haas. Further in front, we've got Jake the Slayer on his first run. lucky to be in the race. He turned up at 7:26. We were
Really
getting
cool.
a reserve ready, and he's up to P6. Joins the club of the 103.7s. Marsky, not enough.
No.
He's backed off as well. I think he might have to go to fresh softs if he wants to get through. Argentina's not too far behind. We've got an Alfa Romeo slowing down and a Mercedes. I think that's Mercedes slowing. No, it's Max on his outlap. Yeah, Cowie's not in the session. I don't think he's. He did leave, so I don't think he's back in it yet. Argentina's down this time as well. So again, another one struggling at the moment. Argentina, and he's coming to the pits as well. You can see he's pulled off to the right hand side. That's the final pit entrance. That could get in some people's way in the race because that pit entrance really affects coming into that turn. Yeah, at the moment. Jonesy, Argentina and Marvsky are struggling. The Mushroom's not safe there. Theo and Equals might not even be safe there. But Cowie's yet to set a time and he's getting a session. Vintage just started his lap. Menace Max is further in front. It's just come into sector 2. One time I nailed turn 1. It's on the third hot lap and he runs out of ERS. Saying Jonesy, yeah, it's typical for round 2. It's all good being quick, but it's got to be all pulling it together at the right time. That's the difference. Yeah, if you do get one lap perfectly together, then you're laughing. I think we'll see 102s in Q3. I think we will.
Yeah.
Immortal's retired in the pits. He's happy with his time, and yeah, I would be up in P1. Yeah, reserve Immortal up in P1. Wow. Menace Max then goes up to P3. 103.5 closes the gap a bit to the Ferraris. Yeah, Farf's up in P4 as well. I don't think we mentioned that he improved his time. So both Alpine drivers sitting really good. Great battle on McLaren last week, didn't they? Tango's up in P9. I think he's now starting another lap. Yeah, that's a good exit out of turn 1. We've got McLaren. I think that's Vintage. What can Vintage do? Vintage is in P18, 105.3. Yeah, again, got to need more time. Marsky's up, but I don't think he's up by enough. He needs to find a lot of time. Good half a second at least in sector 3. Cowie's back in the session. Yeah, he's on an out lap, so he must be, which is good. Jake the Slayer's retired. Where's Jake the Slayer? He's retired in the pits. That could be risky. I think he's okay. Oh, Marv's a bit wide coming in the final. It could be riskier from Jake. I think he's okay, but Marv's improves by 6 attempts. There we go. It's more like it. It's up to P16 ahead of Argentina, but still a good half a second off being safe. Cowie is now on his lap. Vintage is going again. He's a tenth or so up, but he needs well over a second.
Yeah.
He's now nearly half a second up. So again, it's showing the first lap on these tyres aren't the strongest. It's about doing another lap or so to get him warmed up. And Cowie's a bit wide going into turn 3 there. Vintage has taken that nice, isn't he? Off again. Oh, it's a bit wide. Misses that curve completely. I think he'll gain time here. But it won't be enough. Yeah, it's only 3 attempts. He lost time in the final sector. He's in the 104s, but again, still well over half a second off being safe. Well, nearly a second even, because it's Jonesy. 104.1's a time to beat, and I don't even think that's safe. Serious Mushroom and Equals, by the way, and their times are a thousandth between them. I wonder if we can see any times today that are the exact same, and I love seeing that. Absolutely amazing when we see that. Cowie then has invalidated his lap now, so he needs to get his skates on, because we've not got too long in the session. He is going again though. Let's see who else is out on the track. We've got Theo. I think Theo's going again. He crosses a line and he's up to P11. I'm still not sure that's safe, especially everyone else out around him. Mushroom's up on his time as well. He's down in 13th. We've got an Alpine. That must be Irish New Potato, and it is. Again, I can't see because that on-air thing's in the way. No, he's not on a quick lap. Serious Mushroom. He's the next car. No, actually, Marvsky's there. He's coming in the pits, though. Yeah, he's got to come in the pits, isn't he? And change those tyres over to have any chance of getting through. We've only got less than 3 minutes left. We have got the glitched over about 40 seconds ahead, so it's a bit more than that. I'll have time to get in now because it's a quick lap. Mushroom cross the line up to P11, back ahead of Theo. Equals going to be next. He's not up by much, and he's up to P7. He gained a 10th there. That's the margin. Look, he wasn't up by much. He gained a 10th and a half, and he managed to gain 7 places up in a P7 Equals now. These times are so close. Between 4th and 14th, it's a 10th. Separating those 11 drivers. That's crazy. And it is a bit of a gap to Jonesy, who could be out here. He needs to cool those tyres down because he could be in trouble there. And we've just seen Cowie got to P15 and Premier League runner-up last season. The season before, and he's in P15 at the moment. So he is struggling. We got Williams off the track. I think he's just getting out of the way in sector 2. Yeah, Jones, he needs to cool those tyres out. I don't think he's got damage. He needs to cool those tyres down though and get round to start another lap. Argentina is 2.5 tenths up. Again, he needs over 6 tenths. He needs over 6 tenths to get into this battle with the whole field.
Come on, Argentina.
And he's gone wide there. So yeah, it's going to need almost a perfect lap, but he's not finding it at the moment. Argentina, he's got to improve here, but not by much. It's only 2.5 tenths, and he's only up into 17th. Marvsky's on an out lap. Vintage is still in the pits. Yeah, at the moment, it does look like this is going to be the bottom four, doesn't it? Jonesy, Argentina, Marvsky, and Vintage alongside Bradfield, who opts to start last. It would take something big to change it, and Cowie's just gone up to P4 to make himself extra safe. It was a great time from Cowie. Gets right in that battle as well. Theo in 15th, 103.7. Half a tenth between him and Jake the Slayer in 10th. This is ridiculous. When I say this league is close, I think people see what I mean now. That's crazy.
Mad,
and the times from the two Ferraris, P1 and 2, are brilliant. Max is a bit further in front of this battle as well. But that is ridiculous. How do you call who's going to get the pole position poll today? How am I going to work that? Which ones do I pick to nominate for it? He's slightly up here, Argentina, but again, he needs half a second. He will find time in this sector 3 because that's where he lost time on his previous lap. I think he'll find a couple of attempts here, but it's still not going to be enough, is it? He finds... No, he doesn't even find that. Yeah, Jonesy's in the pits, so yeah, and so's Theo, and just seen Equals up to P2. Good up from Equals. But it's all on Marvsky. Unless Argentina's going again, we'll see his sector 1 time in a minute. He is a tenth up, so he obviously got turn 1 a lot better. He's got to go for it. He's got nothing to lose now, so he might as well go for it, Argentina. He could at least knock Jonesy down. Marvsky's a bit further ahead, though, so we're going to watch him. Sweet MJP is up further ahead, but he is safely through. Jonesy's out alongside Bradfield. We know that now. Vintage is also on a lap, so can't count him out yet. Marvsky then is 2.5 tenths up coming out of sector 2. The track is quicker now because there's more rubber down on it, and everyone is obviously going to be absolutely pushing it now. They're on their laps in the bottom because they know they've got nothing to lose. They crash, and Marvsky's gone wide there. He's okay, he's managed to keep it validated. Can he gain much time though? He goes up to 16th, he gains 6 tenths. I don't know how, I must have gained time from that, from nearly invalidating. What can Argentina do? Can he get any closer? He's ahead of Jones, he's still in the 104, so it's all down to Vintage now, and he's invalidated. Vintage is invalidated. So yeah, it was looking like, as close as everyone was, it did look like that was going to be the bottom 5 for quite a while. Marvsky going wide, I don't know how it didn't invalidate him, but I think he gained time from doing that. Yeah, he might have had a great sector 3, sector 2 already, and then backed off there, and it was okay. But
5th, 16th is like three and a bit tenths.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's so close. 6th to 15th is his 10th. Yeah, Marty got close to his teammate Theo then, and it was only a tenth between them. But yeah, still not enough.
Well, you picked the right drivers for this league. You've done well there. Give you that.
Well, it's close, isn't it? It's all about the winner's gonna have to be the one that's consistent.
That's it.
I say Equals today. Look, he likes this track. Obviously, he's up in P2, but you know, next week a track he doesn't like, he might be out in Q1. It's so close. But yeah, Mortal looking good for Ferrari. Ferrari and Red Bull looking incredibly well. Well, look at the top. You think it was unrealistic from a couple of years ago. Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. Yeah, half a second separates the top 15. Yeah, Marvsky a tenth further back. Argentina out in 17th. Jonesy out in 18th. Vintage out in 19th. And then Bradfield not setting a time, making it both Aston Martin out in Q1. It's close to being both Haas as well. Theo survives by the skin of his teeth. It's Q1 done then.
Let's go.
Yeah, Q2 now, of course. Tyres, they go through on the tyres they'll start the race on. I don't, like I say, it's a medium soft round here, or soft medium. I don't think people will hesitate about going to the softs if they need to get through. I'll say track position here is not the most important because there's so many overtaking opportunities, but it does become a train, and because these are so evenly matched, it'll be so hard to overtake in terms of breaking a DRS train. So maybe track position is important. I think Oh, Mushroom's, well, Mushroom's not thinking about that. But we know Mushroom is only reserve and he does like to start, well, in the 14th, 15th area, doesn't he, Mushroom?
Yeah.
But personally, I thought if I was qualifying, I don't qualify a lot myself. I'm happy to sit around at the back and stroll about. I enjoy doing that. Bradfield does too. I know Dan Murphy does in the championship as well, and he's top of the standings from doing it as well. If I was qualifying, then I wouldn't hesitate to put the softs on here and start on the softs and try and pull away at the start. And if there's a safety car about lap 16, then lovely. But yeah, Tango's on an outlap on the mediums. The ones that are out on softs early on, they might just be doing a banker lap on the scrubs just to see, well, just to avoid boredom really, because if it's sat in the pits for 10 minutes, you might lose your feel for the track. The ones on the mediums, like I say, they won't be scared of doing 2-3 laps on the mediums, because again the tyre wear's not so bad here, so it won't affect them too much for the race. But yeah, first one out it's not actually Tango, is it? It is Farf, but Farf is on. I wish there was a way you could see their tyre wear to see if it was on scrubs or not, but Farf's pushing a lot on the outlap as well, so I don't think that is fresh softs. I might be wrong. You
never know.
But we'll watch Tango's lap anyway, because we know Tango's definitely going to be going for it, because he's on the mediums. He wants to start the race on these mediums. He pushes it in turn 1. He gets that really nicely as well. He's not wobbling at all coming out of it. First DRS zone and DRS open, and then breaks down into turn 3, clips the apex and straightens up really nicely as well. Tango second DRS zone now open up, and that Mercedes absolutely flying around at the moment. Again, it's going to be so close, so if a lot of people do go to the softs, and the people on the mediums might struggle to get through.
Except the drivers are going to let them, there's drivers in front of them here.
And they better let them through, yeah, I'm sure they'll get out the way nicely. Yeah, some of these fast corners, this is where you start to struggle a bit on the medium and not the softs. Through sector 2 and the beginning of sector 3. Not quite as much grip. Yeah, he doesn't need to get past the cars in front, because they're pushing themselves. We'll see what Farf does. I think he will just back off. I think his teammate Irish Potatoes on the outlap, just starting his lap, and there we go. Look, Tango's a 103.6. Great lap there on the mediums, and Farf was just on a slow lap as well. So I think his teammate will be now Menace Max going for the softs, and some Mercedes on different strategies. I'm pretty sure that from Menace Max is a genuine lap going to start on the softs. Equals again, it's just a banker lap from him. We've got a big break now down to McKenty on the soft tyres, and he's invalidated his time anyway. So next is Sweet MGP just on an outlap. Then we have Ferrari, and that's Immortal on the softs. Again, don't know if this is a banker or not. Taking that curb where a lot of people have been avoiding it so far, not a bad idea if you get it right. You'll probably gain more time from hitting that curb, but obviously it comes with a risk. We all know the curbs on this game, don't we? Tries to get slipstream there from Sweet MJP, won't get too much out of that. Clips that curb, and he's lucky he's not invalidated there. And then Mortal opens his third DRS zone and goes up to P1, 103.1. Fantastic time for Mortal, and he'll be safety through there, won't he? Irish New Potato, yeah, just a bank a lap from him. His teammate Farf now coming to the pits behind, and the two Mercedes. Menace Max going again on the soft tyres, so he doesn't think he's safe for that time, so he's going to be going for another lap, and he does improve by a tenth. And if he wants to start on those tyres, he definitely want to start to conserve them now. Yep. He should be okay with that. Equals coming to the pits as well. His teammate Beefy's on an out lap. We've got Sweet MJP, I think he's the next car that's actually on a lap, unless McKenty is going again in front, and he is just in front of him in sector 2. So McKenty invalidate his first run the softs. So you're going to some tracks you wouldn't dream of starting on 2-lap old softs, but Austria it's not so bad. Max telling me he's on the medium, saying Groove Ninja. Well, he's on the softs. Oh, and he took a lot of that curb. Yeah, I don't know how that's not invalidated. He'd have lost time. Yeah, he'd lost time from doing it, so that's why he's not invalidated his time. And it might have just been a... No, it couldn't have been a bank lap, because it's still a relatively competitive time. Unless he intended on doing that the whole time. Sweet MJP then went up to P4 and the median's 104.3. I don't know if he made a mistake, but that time's not going to be good enough. We know he's got more in the bag than that. We're about to see Pot stuff cross the line. No, we're not. That's his teammate Immortal. And no, he's just coming in the pits as well. Alfa Romeo, I think that is Cowie. I've got that one right. He's on an outlap. Menace Max. Yeah, those tyres are definitely red. They appear red to me anyway. Beefy's on a lap then on the mediums. Really don't understand track limits on this game, saying Jonesy. No, I don't understand a lot about this game, to be honest. It's very strange, very strange. It says Max is on the mediums for Tango as well. That's strange.
Doing the old
he's on the red wheels for us. It's showing he's on the softs. Beefy's definitely on the mediums, where we think he is, and he's up to P3 on them. Beefy ahead of Tango on the mediums. That could be important later on in the session, as Pot Stuff goes up to P3 on the mediums as well, ahead of Beefy by 1500 of a second. We're about to see Cowie cross the line. No, we're not about to see Cowie cross the line. That's McKenty coming into the pits. Next is Sweet MJP, and he's not going again. He'll be coming in the pits. Next is definitely Cowie this time, and again, well, we think he's on the mediums. That's what it's showing to us, but
yeah, it says he's on the mediums.
Yep, it says for Theo and Vintage it's on the mediums. What does it say for you that Max is on? Oh, Cowie's invalidated coming out of final point, and that would invalidate this the next lap as
Max
well. Yeah,
it
has.
2 lap old mediums.
Yeah, it says softs for me, which is ridiculous. Yeah, even when I go to best, it says on the softs. I wonder what. I'm not the lobby host, so it shouldn't affect him in the race, but that's just ridiculous. Stupid Codemasters, stupid. Immortal's retired. Yeah, he's going to be safety through. I think Immortal's probably the only. Oh, yeah, Max probably safety through as well. On the mediums or softs, we don't know. Could be on wet tyres for all I know this game. Yeah, Cowie's just racing to get back now. He might have enough fuel to go for another lap after this, because he come out and go wide at that final turn. It will validate Lissa next, so you gain a pace advantage starting your lap 2. Alpine of Irish New Potatoes out on the track. He's the leader of the standing so far by 14 points. He's got a good 40-point total so far. 14-point advantage to the drivers in second. Oh, that won't help him. He'll lose a little bit of time on this straight now, because he's sliding a little bit coming out the final corner. He took a bit of that yellow sausage curb. He comes into turn 1. Yeah, nicely through there. If you run wide, it's out. You stay in the black stuff, it's in, say Mushroom. Yeah. Irish New Potato 10th up. We don't really know what he did in his first lap, because it was just a
It's a nice clean lap from slow.
Oh, and look, he's got a nice slipstream there from his teammate. Would have helped him a little bit too. Falf was just a bit too close, otherwise could have helped him a bit more.
Oh, he's invalidated. Slay's invalidated.
And Jake the Slay, well, straight to Slay's invalidated. He's further ahead on the soft tyres, and that'll invalidate Listen next as well. I'm pretty sure we've just seen Equos go to P6 on the soft tyres. Now Irish New Potato then takes the curb. Well, that is a good lap. From who did you say?
I said the medium driver's got some sets.
Oh, they have, absolutely, yeah. Irish New Potato then's back across the line, and he does a 103.7. He's a thousandth off Equos. Equos was on the softs. Yeah, Equos and Irish could be in trouble there.
Oh, he's going
Irish
again.
is going again, I think. Yeah, he's got to improve on that time. I don't think that's going to get him through. And we've just seen Cowie got to P4 of his third lap on those mediums. Irish is down on sector 1, but his sector... Oh, he's a bit wide there too, and he's not straightened up very well. I wonder if he's going to back off. Don't think he is backing off, but yeah, definitely lost a bit of time there as well. Jake the Slayer is going to come through to set his lap again in a minute. McKenty's on out lap. He's now on the soft tyres. Jake the Slayer is a bit further in front. I think he invalidated Listen next. Jerry did, so he's now going again. Go back with Irish. He's half a tenth up, and like I say, it doesn't sound much, but that could be the difference between him getting through or not at the moment. Half a tenth would put him ahead of Equals at least. If he can find another half tenth through sector 3, he'll be laughing. Oh, he had to back off a lot there, otherwise he would have gone wide. Yeah, I think he might have lost some time there. He's only found 4,000th in that final sector. He's up to P6, but then we've seen Farf just behind as well. P7, sorry, because Tango. No, not Tango, sorry. Yeah, Farf, it was Farf just behind him, just went behind him. So Irish up to 7th, Farf only in 8th, and the Alpine drivers not looking too comfortable on the medium tyres. Yeah, Beefy and Tango's there on the lap. Again, only slightly up, 23 hundredths. He pushed it there. Coming through turn 8. Turn 9, this is the killer, this. If you get it, Tango's done it absolutely perfectly. Slayer's just in front of Tango. Slayer's on the soft tyres. He's only 10th. There's not that much of a good lap. And Tango's up into P2 on the medium tyres. A great lap there from Tango. We think Max was apparently on those mediums too. 2 laps for Tango. Yeah. Oh, and that's a spinner. And that's Farf. Farf spinning. Don't know if he was given a bit of a slipstream from his teammate, which turned into dirty air, because Irish isn't on the lap, and now he's backed off. But yeah, Farf spinning there on those medium tyres. He's in a bit of trouble there. Equals in trouble. Jake the Slayer, yeah, he needs to get in and put some different tyres on.
Struggling here, isn't he?
Carry on 3-lap old mediums. Will that matter much? No, I don't think. I think 3 laps is the limit. I think that's okay if you feel on them.
Yeah.
It probably takes about 2% out by doing that extra 1 lap. So he might be struggling a bit more before everyone else by a lap or 2, but you know, it's not going to make a huge difference, because like I said, I did 25 laps on the mediums last night, and you're going to pit really when you get to 20, 21, so yeah, it's not a problem.
What young Tommy can do.
Where is Tommy? He's in the pits.
No, he's fitted.
Theo's next then. So Theo in the Haas, he's on the mediums.
Come on, Theo.
DRS open, what can Theo do to cross the line? I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it's only P11 for Theo, he's on the medium, so Sweet MJP's on outlet behind McKenty and Tommy, both in trouble. Tommy's yet to set a time. We know Farf's, I think Farf is going again. If he is, he's got a bit of a slipstream from Sweet MJP in front, who's just on an outlap. Oh, and Sweet MJP's got in the way there, I think. Yeah, Sweet MJP. Yeah. I don't know if Farf. No, I'm not sure if Farf's actually on a lap, to be honest. Look at his time, yeah. Farf's not even on a lap, so that's not. Maybe Sweet MGP saw him back off earlier, so didn't think to let him through. That's fine. Come on, Theo, you only got to set a lap. Raising P11. Oh, yeah, because Mushroom's talking about wanting to drop him down to P15. I wonder if Theo's going again. I think he is going again here, Theo, for back-to-back laps, and he's just over half a tenth down. And just avoids being invalidated there. Yeah, game's definitely stupid limits. Mushroom agreeing with Jonesy there. Takes turn 9 really well. And turn 10's not so bad from Theo. He's back across the line, and he does improve by a tenth and a half nearly, and goes up to P10 ahead of Jake the Slayer. Jake the Slayer is now coming out of the pits. Sweet MJP's on his lap. He needs to find at least 6 tenths to have any chance of getting through. Wow, he's got a lot of downforce on that car, and no, he hasn't got any downforce on that car.
Commentator's curse again.
A lot of downforce on that car. Oh, and then he's in the wall next thing. But yeah, I think it was a matter of that he put his foot down that curb too early, power down too early, and on the curb, and that's taken Sweet MJP out. And Tommy and McKenty looking to improve as well. Beefy's retired in the pits. He thinks he's happy with that. Yes, that's any turn here. If you get wrong, you can crash. Obviously, with this one here, you've got the gravel, but that turn you haven't, have you? You spin it, you're out.
God.
But Tommy and McKenty and Jake the Slayer all in trouble. Tango's happy with his time's retired now. Yeah, with Beefy retiring, that allows Tango to as well. It should be safe. I think Cowie's happy in the pits there as well. He's got softs ready though, so he might come out.
If I was Jake the Slayer, I was McKenty. To be fair.
It doesn't matter. I think I definitely want to go through here. If you start, I'd rather start at the top than in the middle. And McKenty's, yeah, I don't think this is going to be a top lap from McKenty, because he's just gone incredibly wide there down to turn 3, but he's still pushing it, so we'll see. He might not have lost too much time from doing it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He is on the softs, so he can afford maybe a bit of time where there's others on the medium, to see what his split time is through this sector. And he's down his time, so he needs to find a second. I think his first time was just a banker, or he backed off, so it might still be okay for McKenty, and he might be going for back-to-back laps anyway. Oh, he's again, that's silly. Track limits, that should have been validated. We'll see what McKenty does now as he crosses the line. It's up to P12, 1040, and he is going again. He needs to find at least 3 more attempts. We've seen Pot Stuff got to P5 on the mediums, and he's safely through now on the mediums. Well, I'm not sure he is safely through. Slayer's up to P5 on the soft tyres as well. Good lap there. Theo's in the pit, so I think Theo, constant yellow flag, so I can't see how long's in the session. Yeah, Theo's out then, and McKenty's sliding a bit coming out of turn 3. Well, it weren't as bad as his turn 3 in the last lap, so he should be up when we see his time coming out of sector 2. Tommy's going again on the mediums. Tommy's invalidated, so Tommy's out. Tommy is out, Mushroom's out, Sweet MJP's out, and Theo's out, and I think McKenty could be in trouble here too. It's not been the perfect sector 1. Is he up on his time? He's up by a tenth and a half. He needs to find, and he's invalidated. So again, that's an anticlimactic end. Q1, bigging up how close it all is. Q1, we said it was those 5 drivers going out throughout the whole session, and then we're not even going to get to see the final runs of these cars here. They didn't need to come out again, because we've already got Theo out, we've already got McKenty now out, Sweet MJP 13th, Tommy 14th, unfortunately didn't get a lap set, he's invalidated, look. And then I think he's going to see what Tommy would have got anyway. Yeah, it's a slower time, but Tommy out, unfortunately for him. Unlike him going out of that setting a lap, Sweet MJP that crash, of course, as well. But it's Immortal setting the pace, isn't it? Have a look at Best. Yeah, apparently, well, Menace Max, it says he's on the softs. But, so we think it's just Immortal, Jake the Slayer and Equos through on the softs. Because Menace Max was on mediums, we've been told. Even though it's showing us that he's on the softs. Page not happy with Tommy being out. Track limits are a fucking joke, saying young Tommy. Jonesy's saying one of the laps he went all four wheels on the curb and didn't invalidate. Yeah, and gained 3 temps. It is crazy, isn't it? They need to sort it out. Yeah, like I said, Marvsky in Q1 definitely gained time coming out of turn 9. BS saying Tommy, yeah, he's not happy. I don't blame him. Tango saying he doesn't know where that time came from. Yeah, it was a great lap from him on the mediums. He's done incredibly well. Winner last week. There's confirmation of who it is through, and it's still saying Menace Max is on the softs for us. We'll see what it does for him at the start of the race. Yeah, hopefully it does the right thing by him. Now, time to set up the pole. Oh, throw me some names. Just who do we think's on it? Who should I put up for the pole position? I can only pick 4. Nope, Justin's disappeared. He just comes and goes as he pleases. Thinks he's royalty. Nope, completely gone. He's useless. Absolutely useless. But oh well. We go on. Now typing up the pole. Oh, I don't know who to put. Honestly, don't know who to put in it. Got to put him Immortal after that time. He's been setting the pace, hasn't he? Yeah, Immortal won the pole I think yesterday, didn't he? Was he on pole position yesterday? I can't remember if he was or not, but his pole position, his qualifying is incredibly quick, isn't it? In the Aston Martin usually. Ooh, it's the final one. I've got one more choice left. I've put it between Irish, Tango, Immortal, and I think I'm going to put Max. It's got to be Max, isn't it? Especially if that time was the mediums that it was on, and then always the option for other as well. But you've got 3 minutes. Snap pole for the pole position. What do you think? Who's going to get pole position? So get the telemetry and the lap data set up, which you have voted to have on. Yeah, end of that vote was yeah, well, quite unanimous. But here we go. We'd love to see Jake the Slayer get it, saying Argentina. Yeah, I wouldn't. But yeah, he's through, isn't he? Good lap he did on the softs there to get through. In terms of cars, well, I always like to see what cars we got through. We've got both Red Bulls through. We've got both Alpine through. Both Mercedes through. Both Ferrari through. And then we've got a Williams and an Alfa Romeo. I'm talking to you for about 5 minutes, Justin. You just disappeared. You don't tell us when you're going or nothing, do you? You just think, right, fuck them, I'm off.
What were we saying anyway?
No, don't worry now. It's inconvenience. Right, who's going to be first to set the lap? It's going to be the Red Bull of Beefy. I hope Farf's not invalidated. Listen, next. No, he hasn't. He went wide for that final corner. Beefy coming into turn 1, then I have, yeah, go and vote. Beefy, first car, so we get to watch his lap. Keeping my eye on Equos poll saying Jake the Slayer, so he's obviously voted for other. Here goes Beefy then. Oh, he's in the wall, and he's lucky he hasn't lost his wheel. Somehow he's not lost his wheel there. Farf has backed off on his time as well, so Farf's not going for it. Irish is going to be the one we watch then. He's famously lost it coming out of turn 3 before, hasn't he, Justin? Farf giving Irish a bit of a slipstream there as well. It's a bit wide going into turn 4. Nearly, don't want to be touching that curve like Sweet MJP did. But yeah, Beefy had a big crash there. It weren't at high speed coming out of turn 3, but I'm surprised he managed to keep his wheels on. Irish new potato then. First one up. I don't know if Farf made a mistake and then decided to help his teammate out. again, it doesn't matter really. There's so much time for qualifying. You can do an extra preparation that will give your teammate a slipstream. But Irish New Potato then comes out the final corner. He had to turn there, correct it a bit for some understeer because he didn't invalidate 103.9 for Irish. That's not a top time. Next is going to be Menace Max. No, Pot Stuff. 103.3 for Pot Stuff takes P1. Menace Max invalidated. Listen next on the final corner. Tango goes up to P1. He's 2 thousandths quicker than Pot Stuff. Calmy is next. He must have invalidated his time too. Immortal's going to be next. Can he do it? No, he can't because he invalidated his time. Well, he didn't validate his time. Made a mistake and it's 117.5 for him. Equals just on an out lap. Beefy come into the pits then. So, and Fast invalidated again too. Next up we have got, who's that? It's Jake the Slayer just on his out lap. Len is Equals on an out lap. The next car that's going to be set in a lap will be Irish is invalidated. Still trying to find who it is. It might be Pot Stuff actually. So the pole winner was Tango. 6 votes for Tango, 4 for Immortal, 2 for Max, 1 for Other.
I'm going to go for Immortal, Tango and Irish.
Here goes Pot Stuff then. Can he improve? He only needs to beat Tango by another 2 thousandths. He's got to improve here, isn't he? It improves by 2 tenths. 103.1 for Pot Stuff. I'm not sure we're going to get into the 102s today, but it's possible. It is possible. Cowie is next then on his second run on these tyres. He's going to get a time set. It's going to be a good time as well from Cowie. Well, it was about to flash up saying 102 on my screen. It suddenly went to 103. It's still a fantastic time, but I was hoping for better after it lied to me there. Max has done another lap around, and now he's going again after he invalidated this and next on the previous. Equals, we just go on board with him as he goes wide and invalidates. Jake the Slayer goes wide, coming onto the straight. Yeah, he didn't turn in early enough there. That'll be invalidating Listen next as well. As we know, Equals behind's invalidated. That's Pot Stuff behind. He's not going again. Cowie behind. I think he might be going again. Look how close that is between the top 3. But yeah, it's about consistency. You can actually get the lap set when it matters. And at the moment, only 3 have. And all of them have had attempts at it, apart from Beef. Well, yeah, Beefy, but he did crash, didn't he? Cowie's down his time, so I think he's just racing back to the pits. Maybe he's got chances. And he's going to go for 3 runs, possibly. Mercedes of Menace Max finally is going again. Look, we'll get to see what his pace is like because we don't know if he was on mediums or softs in that previous session. Oh wow, he's pushing it to limits, Menace Max. Yeah, he's really pushing it. What can Max do? And this is looking really good. It's a 103.0 and it's P1 for Menace Max, and that was close to the 102s. Wow, that's an incredible time. Equals has invalidated again. Jake the Slayer has invalidated again. So everyone else in the pits on an in lap or on an out lap. Irish and Potatoes on out, so I think we'll be watching him soon. Max is not going again, he's 3.5 temps down, but that is a time to beat there for Menace Max. That is a class above everything else we've seen today. First time to 103.0s. I think maybe this man can beat it. Immortal, I think he might be one of the favourites to beat it. But like I say, in the poll, Irish and Potatoes up there as well, wasn't he? So. Oh no, he wasn't. Sorry, it's Tango, wasn't it? It's Tango with 6 votes, and he's a few temps off the pace at the moment. He's in the pits, but yeah, Tango, Immortal, and Max for your predictions. No one voted for Irish. He's now out to prove you all wrong. He needs to find best part of a second though, if he is going to. And he's taken turn 1 nicely.
There,
yeah, you can do that again and easily spin. It's pot luck, isn't it? How much is he up? He's a 10.5 up already, and it's only out of 1 turn really. That first sector time is all straight apart from the first turn. Straightens up nicely as he starts sector 2. He's got a lot of time to find here, Irish. Taking that curb on the left hand side. He turns in early last time. He was late turning in last time. He gets a bit of a wobble, but he'd gain time there as well. This is going to be much more competitive for him. I think he's definitely going to make it a top 5 here at least. Where he's going to be in it, I don't know. Equals just goes up to P5. Irish is 2, well, nearly 3 temps up. He needs to find a good bit more time though if he's to challenge a pole position today. Maybe he lost time in sector 3 on his first run. Oh, he's nearly spinning there after he clipped that curb. Comes out onto the straight then. DRS is open. Irish Super Potato crosses the line and he goes P5. He's still a good half a second off P1. 103.5 for Irish Super Potatoes. We're about to see, not Immortal, sorry, it's Pot Stuff now going for another run. Immortal, his teammate, is further in front though. Equals has invalidated, so Immortal is going to be The next driver set a time because Cowie in front's just on an outlap. We'll see what Immortal's time's like coming through sector 2, coming out of sector 2. Jonesy's saying he ruined it on the second to last corner. I think he's talking about Irish's time there, and that's from earlier on. Yeah, it says Immortal's 12 seconds up. Obviously he's not set a genuine time yet, so there's no teaser as to what his time's going to be. But I think he can challenge the pole position. I think he can challenge his time if he gets this lap perfect. Immortal, we know he can do it. I can't remember what his time was yesterday. He took a bit of that yellow sausage curb there. Didn't want to do that. He crosses the line. It's a 103.2. And I think he might have lost a tenth or so when he just turned in a tad too early out the final corner, touching that yellow sausage in the curb. Irish Your Potatoes in the pits, and Equal's in the pits. Jake's now coming out the pits. Farf's on an out lap. Cowie is on a lap. Pot Stuff is always invalidated his time, and he's coming back in the pits. The Cowie's going to be the next one as Menace Max. He's just on an out lap, and as we know, unless Immortal's going again, I think he might be going again. Immortal. Change camera angle this time. Immortal final corner was slow. Yeah, we said, didn't we? We were just saying he took that yellow curb, which he turned in a tad too early. What can he do? What's his sector 2 time? Is he up on his time, or he's just about up on his time? Doesn't matter too much because we think he lost the time on the final corner. We'll go on board with him then for the last 2 corners. This was fine last time. It's good again.
Here we go.
That's better. That's better for Immortal. He's going to gain at least a tenth here, I'm sure of it. And he goes in P2, 103.1. He did gain just over a tenth. It was that corner, wasn't it? But it's still not enough to get that Menace Max time. Menace Max is on a lap himself now. Farf's invalidated his time yet again, unfortunately. Cowie has invalidated also. He's in P5 at the moment. Jake the Slayer and Farf. Yeah, obviously Farf's invalidated, but Jake the Slayer's just started his lap. Beefy's on that lap. Menace Max has backed off, so I think he might just be doing extra preparation lap. It's his pole position at the moment, Max. He got it last week, didn't he, of course? But he didn't even do a second run last week, if my memory's right. Oh, and Beefy. Oh. I think he might have affected Immortal there. I'm not too sure, but it's... Yeah, he's 8 tenths down, Immortal. I don't know if he was already down there, but... Oh, and now he's out.
Oh.
He's out now.
Oh.
Immortal is out. He's not going to be able to challenge a pole, and yeah... People have got to watch out where they're going now, because that smoke does distract you, but we've got to keep going. We've got to keep watching everyone else. Yeah, I do think Beefy might have got in his way a little bit there. Did put him off for the rest of that sector. Oh, and Farf's losing it again. Farf's lost it coming out of turn 1. Jake the Slayer, what can he do? Oh, we've got Cowie in front. No, he invalidated his time. Yeah, Jake the Slayer is going to be next then. And he's, again, turned in too late there. This isn't going to be a good time. He's going again now. I think he's made a mistake early on that lap, and he's focusing on this one now. Everyone else is back out on an out lap. Cowie's invalidated again at turn 1. He's got time though to go back round. He's got the fuel as well to go for one more attempt. Jake the Slayer's already invalidated, so focusing now on getting one more run together. Farf, it'll be the same thing. Beefy, I think, is the only one actually on a lap, and he's just invalidated as well. So again. Oh, Max has invalidated his time as well. So Max invalidated. Immortal's out. Pot Stuff's just started his lap. I watch Pot Stuff. I think he's the highest one up on a time. He's a 10th down. So he's obviously got turn 1 a bit wrong there. And now he's got turn 2 wrong. And he's got time.
Invalidated.
He's got... I don't know how that invalidated. I mean, it's stupid. He didn't get...
No.
Like Marcy did. He went off turn 9. Went wide. Gained about 3 tenths. It doesn't invalidate. You go off the track a little bit there. Lose a few tenths and it invalidates you. Stupid.
Joke.
Pot Stuff's got time to get back though. Tango is now going in P4. All the 9 drivers we've got, obviously Immortal's out, but the 9 drivers all on a lap now. Tango, I think, is going to be the first one. Yeah, because Cowie's invalidated. Farf is coming in the pit, so Farf is done, unfortunately. Farf's not going to be able to set a time. Pot Stuff is now starting another lap. Tango then. It's all on Tango now. Where's Irish? Oh, Irish is up. Irish is just in front. Yeah, Farf is out. Didn't set a lap, unfortunately. Irish, what can he do? He needs to find half a second if he wants pole position. And he's wide. Oh, he's just about kept it on the track, though. He's going to gain time here, I think, Irish. He goes up to P4. Good time there from Irish. Tango's next. What can Tango do? He's 2.5 tenths up. Tango crosses the line. It's P1. He's in 102s. 102.9 for Tango. That's a fantastic time. Equos is going to be next. He's invalidated Equos, unfortunately. At least he's got a decent time set. Beefy's finally going to get time set. He's at least going to take Knight from Favre. Beefy goes up to P7. Partners his Red Bull teammate. What can Max do though? Can Max? He's up. Can he get Tango's time? No, he can't. It's a 1:03.006 from Max. And Jake the Slayer's spinning there. Jake the Slayer's not going to improve his time. Cowie, I think, is the last one left. And Cowie invalidates on the final corner. Pot stuff. No, pot stuff still left. Pot stuff still left. Is he? I'm not sure if he's on a quick lap or not. No, he's not. So pot stuff's obviously made a mistake. But it's a Mercedes 1-2. Tango managed to get in the 102s. 102.984. Menace Max just missed out by 22 hundredths. Ferrari then share the second row. Immortal and pot stuff. Irish New Potato in the Alpine in 5th. Cowie in the Alfa Romeo in 6th. Red Bull then share the 4th row. And then we got Jake the Slayer 9th from Favre 10th. Yet who didn't set a lap. Jake the Slayer didn't manage to set a decent lap. Yeah, we got Mercedes 1-2, Ferrari 3-4, Red Bull 7-8. At the Red Bull Arena. Great lap from Tango, yeah, absolutely. Well done, Tango. Same Mushroom as well. Didn't expect that. Same Tango as well. Well, everyone in the comments expected that because Tango was the winner of the poll for pole position. And that is why. Immortal was second, Max was third in the poll. And yet they are the top 3. So yeah, great predictions there. Teammates have got to try and avoid each other because look, there's the Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull starting next to each other, sharing a row. We haven't got it on realistic from a couple of years ago, I promise. But it's a Mercedes 1-2. Have you seen that before? What a team. What a team that is. Catch me breath then. Race is up next. Got Sam Swift saying, great work Mercedes, perfect qualifying. Obviously he's a Mercedes driver. And yeah, look, it's cloudy, isn't it? So Bradfield saying rain an hour into the race. Might that come if we get there, obviously. Shouldn't be going into an hour unless there's plenty of safety cars. But yeah, looking incredibly cloudy, isn't it?
Let's go.
Thanks for the follow, Famine XX1X. Quite old, it's 47 minutes ago, but I didn't see that. So thanks for the follow. If you're still with us, imagine the times tomorrow, same page. Yeah, I dread to think. Dread to think the times. I doubt they improve by too much, just because it is such a short track. There's not much room to improve. Here we go then for the formation lap. Get everything all set up. No one on the hard tyres. At the bottom 10 are all on fresh tyres, of course. But only Marvsy opting for the softs. He's done this a few times, but he's going to try and make places up at the start. So yeah, only 4 cars. It has put Max on mediums, which is good. Then he did qualify on the mediums. It showed us that he was on softs, which was stupid. Even the wheels on his car were red stripes. But yeah, I'm glad the game's done the right thing. But yeah, only 4 cars on the softs throughout the whole field. So they'll be looking to make places up at the start, won't they? So yeah, the Mercedes have got to be wary of Immortal, haven't they? Just behind on the soft tyres. Because he will want to get past them. For his race to work, he'll want to get past the 2 Mercedes drivers.
It's saying rain in 10 minutes.
Wow. It's saying rain. Bradfield can't read a weather forecast. It's saying rain in 10 minutes. So the soft tyre runners are laughing if that's true. But yeah, we did say it looks incredibly cloudy. It wouldn't surprise me if it rained earlier. Captain Infinity saying, want to post a picture of a can of Tango. We're not seeing Sly Guy race this season, same page. Yeah, well, we haven't, but there's plenty in that league. Sly Guy's not going to be, miles ahead of anyone in that league. It's incredibly close. No one's going to run away with it, absolutely no way. Yeah. Well, I hardly said any words for that formation lap. It's incredibly quick, isn't it? Quickest lap, as we know. Mercedes are looking incredibly strong, aren't they? Here we go, and the cars now are lining up. It does look great having Mercedes 1-2. It just makes it look realistic, doesn't it? 2 Ferraris lined up behind. No, they haven't been there lately. Yeah, Red Bull a little bit further back in 7th and 8th. But just waiting for the cars at the back to line up. Waiting for Bradfield, as usual. And Aston Martin.
Here we go.
Here goes. Obviously, we'll have the fake lights first, as we normally do. Here we go, and what a view that is. We've got lights, no cars revving up. All the cars are revving up now. And it's lights out, and away we go. We didn't have fake lights. And it's, Immortal, no soft tyres, getting a good start, but his teammate and the Ferraris as well. And into the lead as, look at all this. The telemetry's all gone wrong. Car's gone wide. There's wheels. There's wings have gone everywhere. Farf is off. I think Jonesy's gone off too. Look, the order's completely gone, but Mercedes have that 1-2. Ferrari 3 and 4. Look, they nearly make contact. Potstuff spun his teammate. Potstuff in the Ferrari has just gone down the inside, and we've seen Leclerc and Vettel come together there before as well, and they've done it again. And there we go, Beefy's down the inside. What a start to Beefy. Beefy gets ahead of Potstuff. And Mercedes, look at the Mercedes. They're miles ahead. 1 and 2 already. Beefy up into P3. Look at that, he's gained how many positions? 4 positions. That's an incredible start for Beefy. And Irish New Potatoes lose a base. He's always fighting Cowie. Has Cowie lost it? Cowie has lost it, and he's off. Lost his front wing as well, Cowie. And he's spinning around there. Obviously, ghosting is on, of course. Bradfield's up to 13th. Great start from Bradfield. He's just avoided carnage, whereas some people obviously gone off. Tommy, I think, had an instant as well. Yeah, he's lost the limb plate. He's in the pits. We know Immortal's had an instant. He's staying out, though. Virtual safety car is out. And Potstuff and Max... No, I thought Max was down to 9th then. It's just the standings all messing up, but virtual safety car is out. So I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, such a shame for Ferrari. I mean... Potstuff went down the inside, made contact with his teammate, and then obviously Immortal went into the wall. I'll just let Codemasters do their thing. Ridiculous. Yeah, Tommy's leading the race according to this. He's in 18th though, because he had to pit. Yeah, Rain in 10, Mushroom saying, why is it always Tommy, same page? Yeah, Tommy's not usually involved in incidents. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He's on the hard tyres though, is Tommy, so maybe he's not thinking about rain. Maybe it's just going to be light rain and heavy rain later on, maybe. We don't know. But, we still don't know who's where. We know Mercedes in the league. There we go. I think I've done it now. It's all sorted now. Stupid game. Look at the position change again. Beefy, what a start. What a start it was. A lot more game positions just because people are lost out, like Cowie and Immortal obviously have. Drive-through penalty for Sweet MJP for speeding under VSC. He's already got a 5-second penalty, I think, and now he's got a drive-through for Sweet MJP. It's a long race. It's a long race. Got to get his head down and keep going. Menace Max. Look, I wonder if him and Tango are just going to keep swapping positions, benefiting off DRS from each other. And Cowie's lost it again. He's back on the track though. He might have rear wing damage. He just needs to cool those tyres down. Look, Menace Max is going for it on Tango. Look, they're side by side. Mercedes fighting each other. What's this? They've got to avoid. Obviously, DRS is enabled, isn't it? Max has got that, so Tango's going to tuck him behind. Will Max be able to put away now? I think it's going to be impossible to put away just because there's so much DRS around here. Such a pacey track. They've just got to keep slipstreaming each other, DRS, overtaking each other, avoiding damage, and they can just pull further and further in front. It's a Mercedes 1-2 as it stands, and it is in their hands, this race. Beefy is in third. He's got Potstuff and Irish behind. Equals and Jake the Slayer. They're on the soft tyres. They need to get their skates on. Look at all these times. Absolutely crazy. I can't work out what the gaps between anyone, because it's saying they're all about a minute between each other. As Max sets the fastest lap of the race and Tango's got the DRS. I don't think he's going to go for a move on his teammate there. No, he won't. But yeah, he's going to get his teammate here, isn't he? Look, we're on board with him. DRS is open. And yeah, he's going to comfortably get through. Max isn't going to fight it too hard. He knows he's through. Jake the Slayer is getting past the equals. The two soft runners actually fighting each other. And then Max here as well. I wonder if he's going to have a look back on his teammate, or whether he's just going to happily sit back there. I think he might be a bit too far back. And Marvsky and Bradfield are fighting a bit further down. I don't think these are fighting, so we'll go and watch that battle. Bradfield and Marvsky fighting. Marvsky's on the soft tyres. Immortal is behind as well. And Potstuff's getting passed by Irish New Potato. They're side by side. I crashed it with KD yesterday. Hopefully these two don't do the same. And Irish New Potato, I thought he backed off, but now he's going on the inside. And look, Potstuff on the outside. And it's a good move there from Irish bit of contact, and now Potstuff's going from the outside. There's not really a way you can get past there. Oh, and Potstuff's going for it now, side by side through turn 9. Surely not. Potstuff on the inside. They're making contact a bit. Irish is going to swoop in, and Potstuff again. He just stuck his wheel in, yeah, and now he's in the wall and lost his wing. And Ferrari. Oh, and that's Farf. Farf spun it as well, coming onto the straight. Sweet MJP's in the pits. We have a virtual safety car. I don't know if Sweet MJP can serve his drive-through now because the VSC's come out. I'm not sure. Hopefully he can. Yeah, he can, so it's lucky for Sweet MJP. He's got his drive-through under the VSC. That's really lucky for him. But yeah, Potstuff, oh, yeah, just stuck a wheel up the inside there. And yeah, it spun him. It was minor contact, but it was enough to spin him. Yeah, Ferrari, they've just not been able to stay out the instance, have they? Unfortunately, and they're, after starting on the second row, now down in 12th and 18th. It's a long race. All the while it's looking like Mercedes doing well, but Beefy's not too far off, is he? They're not pulling away from this battle exactly. Sloth saying that move was never on, so yeah. And I'm not sure if Irish knows, but he's got his ERS on. I don't know if it's stuck on for him here, so he wouldn't know that if he didn't have telemetry up, Bill. But he's got his ERS activated. I don't know if that's a glitch on our side, but that's not going to be helping him in the race if he's got his, yeah, deploy use, it's saying now. It's not going to help him in the race if he's not in control of his ERS. Yeah, there we go, he's not controlling it. It's stuck on, I think, unless he's fallen asleep and doesn't know. VSC still out there, it's been out overlap, and there we go, now it's there. Well, I thought it was about to come in because it suddenly shows you red on the screen, doesn't it? If I was Irish, best bet I think now would just be pause the game, put yeah, ERS assist is on, so you should be able to pause it and then let that on. McKenty ran the outside of Theo then. Who's got the DRS here? It's McKenty, so he's going to pull in front. Could move there from McKenty up into P7. Yeah, out in front, Equals and Jake Stay fighting on the soft tyres. This is not good for them. They want to make moves, not fight each other. Jake Stay can't get close to the top 4. Finally got our positions all sorted and the times all sorted out as well. And it is Tango in the lead from Menace Max. They've traded positions before. I think they'll do it again as well at some point. Beefy about a second back, just out of the DRS range. Irish is the same, just behind. Doing incredibly well if he's driving. Oh no, his DRS is off now. His DRS is off. So I don't know if he just fell asleep and left it on by mistake. But yeah, he's in control of it now at least, which is good. And Menace Max, look on his teammate. There we go. Just getting back through. Tango leaving the room to let him through.
Fuck off, warning.
We get some great camera angles here, don't we? Yeah, Bradfield's not too happy, but he's made 11 places, Bradfield, in the first lap, and Sweet 100P's getting past Vintage up into P15. Is Tango going to have a go back on his teammate? No need for any risky moves between them. Whoever's behind is going to get DRS, you know. Because they keep getting DRS for each other, they're pulling away, aren't they? And Theo wants that place back from McKenty. Theo's on the outside. We've got a yellow flag, and that's for Jonesy, who's lost it. And Cowie's got a 3-second time penalty. McKenty side by side with Theo. McKenty's on the outside. Oh, great battle between these two. Still on the outside is McKenty in the Alfa Romeo. They're going to swing it round this corner together. Who's going to be in front? Theo sensibly backs off for that. McKenty still has that place. Really good racing between them, and well done to Theo for backing off. Bradfield can see this battle in his sights now. Immortal's further back. He didn't pit, of course, so he didn't have damage. Max now sets the fastest lap of the race, who is now in the lead, of course, after getting past Tango. Don't think he'll be in the lead for much longer, though. And Theo and McKenty on the straight. Theo gets through. And Theo gets a poor exit though, so McKenty's going to have him back pretty soon. We've got to watch the battle for the lead because Menace Max managed to keep it that time, but Tango's taking a wider line. So he wants to take P1 here again, doesn't he? I don't think he's going to get close enough to go for a move. There are battles going on behind. Is Tango going to go for it? He is going to send it up the inside of his teammate. And there we go. Oh, they make contact. No, they nearly... Oh... At the exact same instant me and KD had yesterday. The only difference was we both ended up in the wall with no front wing and in the gravel. Got to be careful, these Mercedes. There's no need to make unnecessary moves there or any dive bombs on each other. They've lost time now, and they've now got DRS, the two cars behind, Beefy and Irish. They're flying along. They're pulling away from the soft runners behind. Jake the Slay is holding everyone else up. Well, holding Equals up on the softs. Yeah, because they're battling each other there, the two Mercedes. They've now got a bat on their hands to keep it as a 1-2 because they've got cars behind really close to them now. Bradfield in 9th, catching up to this battle between Theo and McKenty. And Theo's going down the inside of McKenty here, watching on board with Bradfield. Theo managed to back off a bit of it there. Bradfield can get both of these here. He can get both of them if he can. He's got to be careful of this bump in the road though. He manages to go over the bump and he goes down the inside of Theo. Theo's going to go for the switchback. I think Theo's got the DRS as well, and he has. Bradfield's got to be careful now because McKenty just behind's got DRS, whereas Bradfield hasn't. McKenty's going down the inside. Menace Max getting back past Tango. And Bradfield, I think, is... Oh, Tango's left a session. Tango's left a session. I thought we were past that. I didn't think that happened anymore. But Tango's now lost that P2. Beefy's up into P2. He needs... Irish is going to get it. AI is set on 80 for the Premier League. Tango's AI is actually going for a move there. But yeah, Irish is going to get past him as well. At least for Tango, he should, when he gets back in, he should be at least in 4th. Because Jake and Eagle's a bit further behind. But I'm not sure what's happened there to Tango. Tango gone, saying good engineer. He's not happy about that. Banana Buster posting his octopuses in again. Yeah, Tango's still got the DRS, his AI, so he's not going to lose too much. But look, because Tango's gone now, Beefy's now going down the inside of Menace Max for the lead of the race. Max going for the switchback, but Beefy's got P1 now after a Mercedes 1-2 for so many laps. All that took was Tango lagging out, and Beefy's now in the lead. And Max, can he get a bit of a switchback? No, he can't. Irish up in 3rd. Tango is still 4th, though. He's back in the session.
Oh!
Macento and Theo and Bradfield there as well.
There.
Immortal. I'm not sure if Immortal's got slight damage behind, but yeah, he's struggling on those soft tyres. Theo and McKenty, yeah, they've been battling for ages now, but they've kept it clean up until now. Bradfield's right behind though. Tango's back in his car, which is good to see. Tango is back and he's going to charge up now to try and get that place back. It's a great battle for P7 between these three low. Bradfield just spectating, seeing what's going on in front, but he's got gap behind as well. They're pulling away from the cars behind, so not got that to worry about. Menace Max going for it back on Beefy. I think Beefy took that curb a bit much there, and Tango's left again. What's going on? His teammate though, Menace Max, going back for the move. He's sensibly there. Brakes a bit earlier, so he gets the DRS here, but I think Beefy's too far in front. Theo and McKenty are fighting out again. Tango is back, but look, here goes Menace Max on Fee for Beef. He's going to go for it round the outside. He is going to go late on the brakes round the outside. Red Bull Mercedes here, whether we've seen that before. And Menace Max didn't quite have enough room to go for the move there. Irish New Potato putting under pressure now. Equals up to 4th. Tango's back in the session. He needs to get back in his car. Jones is the fast snap of the race on the soft tyres. Jake the Slayer might be getting past Tango again in a minute as well. I thought it was all fixed for Tango, but it obviously isn't, is it? Or is this a different problem he's got now? Yeah, Bradfield now. Yeah, the cars behind are catching up.
Yeah,
Mushroom on Marvsky as well. Mushroom's on the outside of Marvsky. And Marvsky's in the pits. And Marvsky's coming to the pits on those soft tyres. I wonder what he's going to go for. If he thinks it's raining, is he going to go for more softs? Battle for the lead then. Max is going to take P1 there, I'm pretty sure of that. Let's have a look. Then he goes down the inside. And Beefy's going to go out. I don't know who crossed that DRS line first. Who's going to get the DRS here? Or they make a bit of contact. We'll watch on board with Irish. He's in a great position here. None of them have got DRS. None of Max and Beefy got DRS.
Almost hit me from behind.
And Bradfield has had a spin.
No
but
damage.
Here goes Irish down the inside of Menace Max. They're side by side.
Fuck's sake.
And I think Irish has got that place, hasn't he? Irish has got it. Max is down to 3rd. Beefy is in the lead still. Irish now up to 2nd. After that front, and McKenty and Theo still fighting. Look, McKenty's got that place back. It's a brilliant battle. What happened to you?
I think Moore just clipped me from behind.
Yeah, he'd been in the wars. Is Beefy pitting? Beefy's in the pits. There we go. Beefy's in the pits from the lead of the race. And that's strange. 11 laps on those mean. Is he going to softs maybe until the rain? I don't know, but that's a strange call. Irish New Potato under pressure from Max then. I think, yeah, Irish takes the lead. But Max got the DRS over. He's a bit too far back to challenge this time. He's on fresh mediums, is Beefy. And a yellow flag for Jonesy. He's lost it again down in P20. Virtual safety car for that. Oh, so where is Beefy? He's still he's only just come out of the pit, so he might have saved a second or two from doing it. But more mediums for Beefy. He started. I don't understand. I don't know what he's done there.
It's probably the glitch that happens to like.
No, I don't know why he pitted. He's on 12 lap old mediums. So they'd have been comfortable. Didn't have damage. So I'm not sure. There's no need for a two-stop around here. Strange move, but I'm sure we'll find out after what he's done it for. But yeah, VSC is out. So will Equos and Jake come in the pits? If that VSC is, we know it can go for over a lap and a half to VSC around here. So could Equos and Jake the Slayer come in the pits if it's staying out for a while? Equos doesn't, Jake doesn't. So they're not coming to the pits. Is anyone going to make you? No, they're not. Mushroom's coming in the pits. So Mushroom is in the pits. Immortal does come in the pits. I'm surprised Equos and Jake have not come in the pits there, to be honest. Of course, you don't know when the VSC is going to end, but it does last a while around here a lot. And it is still out, so yeah.
It's
Immortal
ending.
especially. Oh, it's now ending. But look, they're already changing the tyres on Mushroom's car, and he's already out the pits almost. So, yeah, good decision. They'd have saved a good 7 or 8 seconds there. Mushroom on the softs, Immortal on the mediums, which can go to the end. We got Sweet MJP under pressure from Beefy. Then Beefy needs to make moves, doesn't he? He needs to make moves to get back up the field. And Sweet MJP, that's a bit naughty from Sweet MJP there, but I think he's still got the DRS here, Beefy. Yeah, Sweet MJP just a little bit late on the brakes there. Pushed Beefy off, but Beefy's going to have this place now, I think. Sweet MJP is going to fight it on the inside, and he's risking getting spun there. A bit of Beefy's position. Sweet MJP on those 13 up on mediums. Starting to struggle a bit, and yeah, he's sliding as well, isn't he? He's got to be careful of those curbs, already nearly a second off Beefy. He's got Tango just behind as well, so Tango has been in the pits too. So Tango's close to Beefy now, so they're on the same strategy. And look, Bradfield getting close to Farf as well.
I think Farf damage or something.
Yeah, he has had spins. It might just be the tyres. He's had 2 spins, I think, Farf. Bradfield's down inside, but he's backing off. Sensible, he's going to wait. Tango now sets fastest lap of the race. Farf gets a penalty there. He went wide. Bradfield saw it.
Oh.
We saw it on board of him. Max on Irish New Potato then. We've got to watch this battle. Is Max going to go for it? On the inside, it might be a tad too far back. Yeah, he is, so he decides against it. 3.5 seconds back. Equos has got a red X on him. Is Equos going to be kicked from the session in a minute? That's what normally happens. Yeah, he is. When we see the red X, Equos is out of the session. That's a strange one to see. Bradfield is ahead of Farf now. He gets that move done. Yeah, he gets on the curb, but no room for Farf to go side by side there. So Jake Lasay is going to take P3 when he can. Yeah, Equals out the session. Hopefully he can get back in. McKenty and Theo. Theo's 4 seconds back from McKenty. I wonder, he must have had an off or something. Beefy gets a 3-second penalty. That could affect the race. And Equals' AI is pitting him as well, which is about time to pit, isn't it? But Equals' AI puts him in the pits. Yeah, I don't know why Theo's so far back from McKenty, so maybe Theo went off when Bradfield did. But yeah, Bradfield obviously lost about 7 seconds after that collision with Immortal. Further back then, yellow flag, and that is, well, for nothing, to be honest. Battle for lead. Max and Irish has got DRS from Jonesy, who's a back marker. And Sweet MJP's getting back past Tango, down into turn 3.
Shit.
I think Tango's been clever here, though. I think he's got the DRS himself. Yeah, he has. He let him through on that line, so he's got DRS himself. Tango on these fresh tyres needs to pull away now through sector 2 and 3 and try and get over a second clear of Sweet MJP. Bradfield getting passed by Farf's on the outside. Yeah, and Bradfield has to back off there. He's got Beefy there too. Bradfield, he needs to be careful. Beefy's one of the front runners, and Bradfield's just pushed him off a little bit, but he's sensibly backed off there. And I think I just saw a spit of rain.
Yeah.
Jake the Slayer's in the pits, so yeah, he might be a lap or 2 early for rain. I thought I saw a spit for the Inters. Sorry, I thought I saw a spit or 2 of rain. I haven't seen any since. Equals saying, what the hell? Yeah, Equals was kicked from the session. Oh, Bradfield nearly went in the back of Farf. I don't know if that was a bit of lag or what. Can Equals, hopefully Equals can get back in. Equals, yeah, we go, he has joined back. Bradfield on Farf then. Backs off a bit, he's got to be careful. He nearly went in the back of Farf, but he avoids it. Farf I don't think he's got DRS, so he has got DRS. He's just about got DRS, and it's definitely starting to spit with rain now. Can Bradfield still manage to get past Farf? He's going to go for it. Oh, I'd have definitely gone for that down the inside, but Bradfield's a bottle job. Farf in 6th, Bradfield in 7th. Tango's right behind now, though. Tango's going to go for it. He's not a bottle job. He's going for it on Bradfield here. Bradfield needs to make sure he has the room, but he does just back off. And to be honest, he's going to save tyre wear and save time from backing off and letting the leaders go through than he would through fighting them.
Tyres are shot.
Tango is going to go for, I don't think this is on for Tango. He's going to have to back off. Oh no, it's Farf that backed off and let Tango through. Bradfield now gets a penalty.
Joke.
Oh, and Farf nearly lost it there. And Bradfield's going to be able to pounce on that and get through. Sweet MJP now looking at this battle. Mushroom further behind as well. How intense is the rain going to be though? Can Max get past Irish this time? I think he will. Well, he's going to go for it at least. He's down the inside. Irish late on the brakes though. And he manages to keep that place. Yeah, Max wasn't risking it on the brakes. Yeah, McKenty's race pace has been incredible. It's a shame he's got a 3-second penalty. It's only 5.5 seconds, halfway into the race, by the way. What an incredibly quick race this has been. No safety car yet and still 20 cars going. But McKenty only 5 and a bit seconds off the leaders. He could be on some good points here today, which would be another driver on no points. Get scoring points then as well. Yeah, young Tommy. I haven't seen much of young Tommy. We'll have a little look through him. He's P50 on the hards. Have a quick run through. Irish in the lead, under pressure from Menace Max, so we've got to watch this battle quickly and then we'll do a run through, because I think Menace Max might take the lead here again. He's got the DRS. When these are in sector 2, when there's not as much going on, we'll have a look through the rest of the field. Does he go for it? No, he backs off. He's going to go for it on the next DRS straight. And Sweet MJP's getting past Farf for P8. Farf's going for a switchback. Farf's going for DRS. Yeah, Farf's going to get him back. That should be all simple. Beefy's getting through. And Max is going to be on the outside. This time he's going the other way. Irish again, though, on the brakes. Much later and comfortably on the brakes as well. I wonder if Max is just nursing his tyres a bit and trying to go a bit longer than Irish. Sweet MJP and Farf batting it out. We've got to have a look at this. They're side by side in the straight. I don't think I'm going to get time to run through everyone. And Serious Mushroom getting past Sweet MJP as well. Mushroom's going on the outside of Farf too. There's a double overtake there for Mushroom. To be honest, all he did was drive the car and then go on the outside. But yeah, he's on the fresh soft, isn't he? So he's got so much more grip. Farf really is struggling. Sweet MJP really is struggling. Now the track's a bit damp. It's even hard to stick after these tyres. Yeah, Mushroom's looking in a great place here. Mushroom's looking really good. He's still going to have to pit again, I'm quite sure. But if we get inters soon... Oh, and Sweet MJP and Farf, his battle's getting interesting. We've got to leave it though, because the battle for lead. If we have inters soon, then Mushroom's saying 5 laps. Then Mushroom's got 5 laps on those fresh softs to gain up. He's got no penalties. He can be on for a great result. Sweet MJP and Farf are still battling out. Immortal and Jake the Slayer and Equals are all fighting out. And look, they've gone off. Immortal and Jake the Slayer have gone off the track. And Equals has managed to pull clear, and now he's on that battle with Farf. And finally, Menace Max gets past Irish. There's so much going on. I wish you'd have like split screen, multiple cameras, because this is crazy amount of action. All 20 cars still in it as well, which is great to see. Immortal now losing a place to Marvsky. I think, has he got damage? He is missing a right end plate there. Immortal. Farf's getting passed by Sweet MJP now. They've got Equals on fresh mediums right behind them. Yeah, Farf and Sweet MJP. This hasn't really worked for them this race, has it, so far? And they're really struggling. Equals just needs to be patient to get past them both. And Farf is wobbling everywhere. They're trying to hold it out, aren't they, until the track gets wet enough to put inters on. But the tyres have just got no life in them, especially Farf. And he's going to be under big pressure from Equals now. Equals has got to judge the braking zone, because Farf's going to have to brake so much earlier than normal, because 20 lap old tyres nearly, and with greasy track as well. And Theo's getting passed by Tango. Theo goes wide into turn 1. And there we go, Farf. Equals on the inside, and Farf sensibly just backs off. He goes for a bit of... Oh, he might be able to get this back though. He's gone for a good exit out of turn 1. And now Farf's got the DRS. He might just use that to try and cling on to the back of Equals though. Yeah, he might do that. Marcy's getting past Jake the Slayer for 13th. Yeah, Farf needs this just to keep dragging him along a little bit, because he's really struggling on these tyres. McKenty's getting even closer to the top 2. Vintage down the backs. Immortal's been in the pits. He's put more mediums on. Softs would go to the end. Maybe he's got no fresh softs left. He'll do a run through then. So Max in the lead. Irish in second. McKenty third with a penalty. Beefy in fourth. He has pitted already. He can't go to the end. because he's not used multiple. He's only used mediums yet. But if we get wet tyres, he could be looking good for Beefy, because he's really going to start to close on the top three. The top three on 21 lap old mediums, they might have to pit in a minute, because these tyres are about to fall off the cliff. Irish getting close to Menace Max, isn't he? Not going to get a great line though like that. And he's, yeah, lost it on the track. So he won't be challenging him in here. Tango's 5th, he has pitted. Theo's in 6th, he's not pitted. Bradfield's 7th, hasn't pitted. Mushroom's on fresh softs, but, well, 7 lap old softs in 8th. He's on a charge though, he's quicker than all the cars ahead of him. Maybe apart from Tango and Beefy. Equals in 9th, new mediums. 9 lap old softs and Marvsky in 10th. Farf in 11th, falling down the order. Jake the Slayer, fresh mediums in 12th. Tommy and Potts are 13th and 14th on old hard tyres after incidents at the start. Argentina 15th, Cowie 16th, both on old mediums and with penalties as well. So it's not been a great race for them. Sweet and Japan 17th, he's just pitted for fresh softs. He's got a penalty too. Vintage in 18th on relatively new softs. Immortal in 19th. There's instance in this race, unfortunately, for him, as Beefy's getting past McKenty, because McKenty's about to come in the pits. He can't go any longer, and we get a yellow flag, and I think that's for Jonesy. It is coming out of turn 1. He's in last, and that was the last show we're about to go to, and we join him as he spins. McKenty is in the pits though. VSC would help him now, wouldn't it? But it's not come out. No VSC, unfortunately for them. Vintage being passed by Mortal, and yellow flag.
Tango.
It's Tango. It's Tango's lost it coming out of turn 1.
Sorry, Mushroom. I was going to let you have me there. Go on, take me.
Has he got damage? There's no damage for Tango, but he's just lost it coming out of turn 1, and he's lost about 7 or 8 seconds there as well, and that could put him out of contention for the race. The man who started on pole position, he lagged out twice, and now he's had a spin. But yeah, these two have got to be careful. I mean, if the rain's just going to stay like this, then it's dry tyres, but they don't want to pit now and then the rain get worse and then have to come back in for inters. But these tyres can't go too much longer. They've managed them really well, to be fair. But yeah, Bradfield on the same tyres as these. It's only those 3 on 22 lap old tyres. Bradfield's having to come in. What are your tyres on?
Like 65.
There we go. So they're getting close. A few laps are being punctured territory, these two. Especially with there being a greasy track now as well. You don't really slide in fast. Got another 3-second penalty. Yeah, Beefy's in 3rd. On this could be a masterclass strategy from Beefy. And Menace Max getting passed by Irish. He's only 4 seconds off Beefy because he pitted for more fresh means. We question what was he doing early on, because he pitted when he was in the lead. He's managed to gain nearly 20 seconds on the leaders from being on these fresh mediums. He knew what he was doing. That's what he was doing. To Beefy and get back onto this battle and possibly take the lead from them. And look, they're going to go side by side here. Oh, this could be ending carnage. Max does back out of it. Yeah, I don't blame him. Immortal sets the fastest lap on the medium tyres, so we're still setting fastest laps on the track. It can't be anywhere near wet conditions at the moment, so if I was these two, I'd just be in for softs. Beefy's got all the time in the world. He can hang on to the last lap until he pits for inters, and they're both coming in. Oh, and Irish has nearly lost it. Oh, he nearly lost it coming to the pits on that curb. He's lucky boy, Irish. The gods are with him today by the looks of it. Don't speed into the pits, and they don't. Beefy takes the lead then, so there we go. They had to pit Irish and Max. They couldn't go any longer. We had the indication from Bradfield on that before that they were starting to definitely fall off the cliff. Beefy takes the lead. It's inters for Irish, and there's a yellow flag because Farf's lost it on the 23 lap old mediums, but he is going again. Now Irish is on the inters, Max is on the softs. So the two leaders of the race on different strategies. Look at this, and we'll see Max fly ahead of Irish here. Look, he'll absolutely fly ahead because the track. Oh, maybe he won't. Maybe in the corners, because I think it's still definitely time for softs, because we saw the fastest lap set a minute ago, and Max is going to have to dive down the inside just because Irish has not quite got the grip on those inters. And there we go. Look, Max is pulling away. When you are on inters on a dry track, though, they do warm up quicker because they burn. But look, now Marcy's down the inside of Irish. It's definitely not time for inters at the moment. But if it is in a couple of laps, Irish just needs to take as much as he can. Farf, Tommy and Cowie all in inters now behind as well. Beefy's in the pits too, so he thinks it's time for inters. Max just needs to push this as much as he can until it's time for inters. He couldn't hang on any longer. Beefy and Tango must be in the pits. Tango's just got to try and pull out an advantage. This is not race over for Tango, because he's already managed to pull out 3.5 seconds in 2 sectors on Irish New Potato.
Cheers, Argentina.
He'll be quicker. He'll be the quickest driver on the track, Menace Max. Yeah, he's probably got 3 or 4 laps until it's definitely time for the Inters and DOS is disabled. Oh, Beefy's on softs. Beefy's pitted for fresh softs. So he's now on par with Menace Max. He's now on par with Menace Max, and a yellow flag for Irish. Irish has lost it on the intermediates coming out of turn 1. He's done what Tango did earlier. And yeah, this race, unfortunately for Irish, it looks like he's made the wrong choice there. It's still tight, it's still dry, isn't it? A track, it's not helped him at all. And he's got damage as well, Irish, so it's points are looking difficult now for him. McKenty has just pitted for fresh softs before Beefy, and he's jumped him. He's up into P3. Fresh tyres around here makes such a big difference, clearly, because the undercuts are unbelievable. McKenty was 4 or 5 seconds off Beefy. Pitted 2 laps early, he's 2 seconds ahead. Mushroom P1, he's now coming in the pits. Will he put Inters on? Equaz in P2. Equaz leads the race, and he can go to the end. He can go to the end, Equaz. He's got a 3-second penalty, but if the track conditions stay the same, Equaz can go to the end. McKenty can go to the end on fresh softs in P2. Obviously, we know Beefy and Max can. They're chasing. They're going to be the quickest drivers on the track. They're chasing. But Equaz and McKenty are the top 2 here. Max, of course, has got no penalties. But what a race this has been so far. No safety car either. No DNF yet. And it's definitely still time for dry tyres, isn't it? Tango's getting past Jacob Slayer. Tango's on a charge, isn't he? He can still chase up and challenge here. Jacob Slayer's late on the brakes. Pot stuff in P9. He's on 21 lap old hards. So he's in the points at the moment. Max is getting past Beefy. This could be the lead. If Equaz and McKenty do get swallowed up with being on they're not that much over the tyres, are they? But Max and Beefy, as we know, they are the 2 pace setters in the race at the moment. And yeah, already Beefy's taken Max has taken half a second out of McKenty. Tango's getting past Marvsky. Marvsky's struggling now. He's on 14 lap old softs. He's definitely going to have to pit again. Theo in 7th. He's on for a good point. So Marvsky, I think, is going to let his teammate through. Or Marvsky's going to back off and pit, I think. He's got to be careful on that curb. Yeah, don't want to be touching that curb too much. But Theo in 6th. Looking good here for some decent points. He has got a penalty, though. I'll have a look at the penalties there. They're all 3 seconds for everyone apart from Argentina. Immortal, Farf, Jonesy and Cowie have all got 6. Who's going to win? Who do you think is going to win this? Because I've not got a clue. But Max, and yeah, look, McKenty's catching Equaz. But look how much McKenty's being caught by Max and Beefy. Max is going to go for it. He's going to go for it on McKenty. He is going to go around the outside. He's got to be... Oh, look, they're side by side. I'm getting their names mixed up. McKenty's still in front, though, isn't he? And Max might have to back off, and he does. And the track is getting slippery. It's starting to... The rain's getting a little bit more intense. How's it out there for you? How's the conditions?
So far, it's alright.
He's still saying it's alright, Bradfield, then.
Oh, Slayer!
What's Slayer done? No, Bradfield's catching up to Slayer, isn't he?
Mediums. Really struggling. Let me go
yeah,
through,
you've
mate.
got to be. You want to be on soft. That's why Equaz is being caught. Well, not too much actually at the moment. Menace Max now on McKenty. He's got to be patient though, as Max, because he's the one that hasn't got a penalty at least. He's going to get McKenty, I'm pretty sure, but he's not got a penalty. So at the moment, he's a favourite for the race, Max. And yeah, there we go. He's got that move done. Oh, look, Beefy went down the inside of McKenty and he started to slide a little bit. I don't think McKenty saw it. Don't know if it's a late move from Beefy or whether McKenty closed the door, but McKenty's going to try and have a look back on Max down the outside. I think McKenty wants this. McKenty wants his first points of the season. He wants lots of them. He's turned in a bit early there, low, and nearly pushed Max off, but he slid a little bit. But he's still going. Beefy's trying to have a look behind that. This is all helping Equaz as Irish gets a 3-second penalty. He's back on the softs down in 17th. Unfortunately, Irish, again, this just shows the strength in depth for this league. Irish makes a mistake. He's down in 17th now. And yeah, Equaz still 3.4 clear of this battle. McKenty's holding these two up at the moment,
lost
isn't
it
he?
on the curb.
And Bradfield's lost it on the curb, and now he's lawn mowing. He needs to get that back going. He's facing the wrong way. He had a good chance some points as well, Bradfield. Max on McKenty. Is he going to go for it into turn 1? He backs off. He gets not the best, but good enough exit out of turn 1. And now he's going to get past McKenty. Will Beefy try and do the same thing again on McKenty this time? He's going to go down the inside. Max has broken early, which has not helped him doing that. He's used McKenty's car as a bit of a buffer to brake. And that's helped Max pull away into P2, so Max is now on a charge to Equals. Is Beefy going to go down the inside of McKenty? He does go down the inside. Is McKenty turns in a little bit early again, but he's okay. Or they're banging wheels again, or banging sideboards. Hope they're not got any side damage. McKenty's keeping that place. He's not giving up this podium easy, is he? But Tango's on a charge behind, catching up to this battle now. Tango in 5th is really catching up. What could have been for Tango if it weren't for the lag outs and the spin he's had, but even still could be a good podium on for him. And I think Jones, he's lost it again. He has lost it. Farf's in last at the moment. He's made a mistake. Obviously Farf had to pit again, but Max now over a second clear of McKenty. Max is within the 3 seconds now. Equals, of course, has got a 3-second penalty and he's on fresher tyres. This is Max's race to lose. McKenty under pressure then from Beefy. Yellow flag is for an Alpine, and that's Farf who's lost it again. Yeah, Farf and Jones, they're just taking it in turns to spin at the moment. Beefy's up into P3 though, past McKenty. Tango can still get a podium here because he's not got any penalties and he's on fresher tyres as well than McKenty. Cowie's being lapped unfortunately, as is Tommy further back, and Jonesy and Farf even more so. Vintage being lapped too as well by the leader, who is Equals still. And if Max gets a penalty, Mushroom's getting past Theo for 7th, Mushroom's up into P6. And yeah, Theo just needs to consolidate that P7. That'd be great points for him. Great points for Theo if he can get that. Argentina gets another penalty, he's in P13. Yeah, Potstuff's on fresh softs in 12th. If he can close up, he could get his first points of the season for him. Immortal's in 9th, good recovery from him. And Mercedes has gone. It's Tango. Tango's gone. We're just saying again, what could be for Tango? Could still be on the podium, but he's just had another spin. I'm not sure if he reset the track or not, and he's lost it again. He's lost it again. He's turned in too early, Tango. He's got to get those tyres cool. And Jonesy's lost it right next to us. Tango's coming to the pits, and Jonesy's lost his wheel. Tango, I'm not sure where he's going, but Jonesy is out. It's the first DNF of the race. Jonesy's out in the pit lane. He went flying to the pit lane as he crashed out. I wonder if that's going to bring out the safety car or not, because we are close to the end. Doesn't look like it, does it? Yeah, unfortunately that ruins the 20 cars finishing, but even still for this game, this is an incredible achievement. Bradfield getting past Tango. Yeah, Tango really strong. I don't think he's got damage, but those tyres are incredibly hot. He still could have got a podium, couldn't he? Further in front, look, Jake the Slayer and Sweet MGP, they're fighting for points. This is an incredible race. Tango's closing in, Ramsell said. I think that's a lap old, that comment. Serious Mushroom up in 5th now then. On to great points, obviously reserving today. But yeah, McKenty in P4 at the moment. This would be brilliant for him. Again, McKenty not got any points yet this season. I think he's only done one race, but it'd be brilliant to see everyone on points as early as possible. Yeah, still dry tyre time, isn't it? Vintage is a lap down. Hopefully it doesn't affect McKenty too much. Bradfield's getting past Jake the Slayer up into P9. And Menace Max is getting passed by Beefy. Down the inside goes Beefy. And Max will have the DRS, I think. Yeah, he has. Equals, it's a Red Bull 1-2 at the moment. Equals a second ahead of Beefy. Max, is he going to go for it on the outside? No, he's not. He thinks against it.
Sweet
and
MGP's
Sweet
lost it.
MJP has lost it. He's now down and out of the points. Pot Stuff goes ahead of him. Jake the Slayer's back up into the points. Yeah, Max, look now. Cowie just getting out of the way for him. Well, he is ghosting, of course, but yeah, they won't be driving through each other at least. Yeah, Max has not got the penalties, has he? And what's happened to Sweet MJP there? Oh, he's gone again. Don't know how he's lost it there. How's the car ended up there? A strange place to lose it. Bradfield and Tango fighting Marvs. He's got penalty speed in the pits. And Equals getting passed by Men. Equals has lost it. Equals has lost it coming onto the straight. So Beefy's into the lead. McKenty could be on for a... McKenty's got a podium here, possibly. Beefy leads with 3 laps to go, including this one. Max is 4 tenths behind, but doesn't have a penalty, does he? And a yellow flag is for Sweet MJP, losing it again, I think. No, he's still going. He might just been going slow. And Beefy's lost it. The other Red Bull's lost it now. He's got no damage, but he's sliding out here now, Beefy. Both Red Bulls are struggling. It's getting wetter. And Mushroom could be on for another podium here if he catches up. Menace Max is in the lead. He's got no penalties. He just needs to coast this home now, Max. I think we're close to being on wet conditions. But Max just needs to coast this home. 2.5 laps. He's 3 seconds clear of McKenty. He's got no penalties, so he's effectively 6 seconds clear. McKenty in P2 could be on for a great. This is unbelievable for McKenty if he can do this. Beefy is still third, but he's got a 3-second penalty. Mushroom could take that podium. He's on the freshest tyres of the top 9 as well. Theo's now in 5th. Equals in 6th, struggling on these medium tyres. I think he's got no front wing. He's got no front wing. Equals. Oh, he's lost a podium there. Immortal's up in 7th. Some points for Ferrari looking good. Tango up into 8th. 2 spins and 2 lag outs. He's still in the points. Bradfield in 9th. Potstuff in 10th with no penalties. So Potstuff could still be on. Well, he's still on for some points, isn't he? Equals is in the pits. Such a shame for Equals. That'll take him out of the points. And yeah, Beefy of course lost it as well, didn't he? A lap ago here, accelerating out this corner where he lost it in qualifying as well, wasn't it? He made up for that in the first lap where he made 4 places up into P3, but yeah, Max then in the lead, pulling away even more. Lap and a half left to go now for Max. Bradfield's getting past Tango up in the P8. Tango's got no penalties, of course, but Bradfield again. Bradfield, one of those drivers, you know, if he has a few bad races, could be ones. If we know the pace he's got, he's with us, but with us in the commentary box, but could be dragged into a relegation fight. So any points for Bradfield, Theo's another one as well, would be really well helped. Jake the Slayer could get a point on the board here as well. I think we had 6 drivers that got no points as Max starts the final lap of the race, and at least 3 of them getting points at the moment. And Cowie's got a 3-second time penalty, yellow flag. I'm not sure what for. It's for Farf losing it again, but fair play to them all for keep going. No one's retired in the pits. This is what we love to see. Oh, Menace Max, this has been up and down race, isn't it? He's starting in P2. His teammate got the pole position, but now look.
Oh, I'm gonna run out of fuel.
He did lose it.
I've run out of fuel.
Oh, Bradfield's run out of fuel, and Mushroom's taking P3 from Beefy. Bradfield's out of fuel. He's got a lap left, and he's run out of fuel. Jake the Slayer's going to take 2 points. He could give his teammate a point there. Argentina could get a point. FIFA Beefy trying to fight it back from Mushroom. He's going down the inside. Doesn't matter too much because Mushroom's going to have this podium spot anyway. Mushroom just needs to sit there. Mushroom will have another podium here, but here's Menace Max. Oh, he's been the strong one, isn't he, throughout? He's not made mistakes. The reason he's going to win this is because he's not made any mistakes in this race. Here goes Menace Max, and not even any penalties. Comes onto the straight, straightens up the car nicely. Menace Max wins the Austrian Grand Prix, and it's thoroughly deserved, you've got to say. Brilliant for Menace Max. McKenty takes P2. Who'd have thought that at the beginning of the race? What a race from McKenty that is. That is incredible. Against 10 positions. Mushrooms in P3. Reserving today, gets a podium. 12 places gained for him. Beefy could have got a podium, should have got a podium, but spun out of turn 3. 4th it is for Beefy. Theo in P5. Brilliant race from Theo. Fair play to Theo. Immortal recovers to 6th. Well done, Immortal. Tango actually takes that because I think Immortal had penalty. He had 6 seconds of penalties, Immortal, didn't he? Have a quick look. He did, I think so. Potstuff takes 7th, his first points of the season. 7th and 8th Ferrari. He started 3rd and 4th. He'll be disappointed. Tango will be disappointed too, but still, it's so important you recover and pick up points in this race, in this league. Jake the Slayer takes his first point of the season in 9th, and then Equals picked up a point in 10th. The Red Bull will be gutted. They could have had 2 on the podium at one point. Ferrari will be gutted. But yeah, McKenty and Mushroom on that podium purely because they did not make any mistakes in that race. Theo in 5th because he did not make any mistakes in that race, and the winner was Max because he didn't make any mistakes or get any penalties in that race. That's exactly what we say for this league. You avoid penalties, you avoid mistakes, you're always in with a good shout. But what a race that was. What a race. Absolutely loved that. This league is never going to fail to disappoint for entertainment.
Definitely entertaining. I'll give you that.
Confirmation then. Yeah, Immortal did have 6 seconds of penalties, but Menace Max with a win. McKenty 2nd, Mushroom 3rd, 15 points for the Williams there, reserving Mushroom. Well done to him. Beef even still has decent points for him in 4th, isn't it? Jake Say will obviously get the standings out done for us as soon as he can. Yeah, looking into the stands again, Beefy didn't have any points. Jake the Slayer didn't have any points. Potstuff didn't have any. McKenty didn't have any. It's only Tree Slayer after 3 races. It's only 2 drivers with no points now, and they're 2 drivers that haven't even raced yet because they're on holiday. How about that for close and competitive? 18 drivers have got points after just 3 races. Incredible. That's incredible. Irish ADHD. Yeah, and the 2 drivers that are yeah, so it's Tree Slayer and Starbush yet to race. They should be back next week, and I think it's going to be on 2 points. Jake the Slayer, Bradfield and Irish ADHD or Argentina. That'll be the 3 on 2 at the bottom. But that's incredible. Menace Max gets the win. We'll invite these 3. Max, McKenty and Mushroom, 3 M's. We'll invite them to the party, see if any of them are up for the interview. Oh yes, let's get Mushroom in. I can't wait for that. McKenty, Max.
Well done, mate. Consistency, that's what you've been. Consistent, that's where it gets you.
Yeah, we said into Irish last week, weren't we? And Tango and young Tommy on the podium interview. You know, it'll be consistency over this season, and none of them on the podium this week. But
here he is.
Oh, Bradfield will be happy. Serious Mushroom, Championship driver, reserves in the Premier League, Bradfield's league apparently, and gets a podium and absolutely shows him up. How's that for you? He's speechless.
He loves it.
He's speechless.
Speechless, yeah. He's got.
Yeah. We
I've
can't.
done it now. Shut up, Archer. I have to sort the shit out.
There we go.
Oh,
Mushroom's in. Here he is. That was a good race, mate. Well done.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Yeah, well done, mate. Was that Bradfield?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, well done. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks for the brake check down the front street. That was lovely.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Get that reported. Get Bradfield reported.
I didn't know I'd done that.
I think you're trying to let me go, actually, but it come across a bit of a brake check.
Oh, on the straight. Yeah, I tried to let you go.
Yeah, but don't do it when I'm behind you. That's a bit stupid, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. I thought you were just going to breeze past me.
Yeah, that's Bradfield knew you were on for a podium then, but yeah, I think all three drivers are with us now. Well done, Max. Obviously, absolutely fantastic win. McKenty as
Get
well.
him, Maxie.
Where did that come from, McKenty? P2, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah, mate. Well done, fella.
I think I mentioned on the stream you 3 were on the podium because you were the 3 that just avoided mistakes, avoided most penalties, and you kept it going. But at the start with Max, you won the race. How was that for you?
Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't the easiest one because it was sketchy as on those 75% one mediums on that first stint. And it was unlucky that Irish made a strategy. He took a gamble and it just didn't pay off.
No, to be fair, I'd probably put the Inters on there myself.
Yeah.
But that's why I commentate and not.
I was
race
thinking
as much.
about it, and then yeah.
Were
I
you just
decided
waiting on
to-
those mediums, hoping that it would?
Yeah, hoping
get
it would
wetter.
go to Inters. Yeah, and then it didn't, so I just had to take a gamble and go on softs for the rest.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we didn't get to speak to Max last week. He did get promoted to the podium in the end. I'm not sure what it does to the standings, but with Irish not scoring points, I think Max could be in the lead now. But we go on to McKenty, getting his first points of the season. 18 of them, in fact. Brilliant race for McKenty.
Wicked, mate.
Yeah. No, lap 1 first turn now, but I think I hit a quasar, so we'll have to see if you look for a penalty, I'm not sure. But other than that, though, it was a clean race, so did well. Obviously missed last week. I was in Bulgaria last week on holidays, so
lovely.
happy to come back this week now and get a few points.
Yeah, and we were watching that battle with Theo as well. That just went on and on and on, didn't it? It was important that didn't go wrong.
I know, sector 3, we were side by side there, and it was very close, so it was very close though. But shout out to Argentina, he gave me the strategy. He says go on the softs, don't go on inters, so I listened to him and it paid off.
Yeah, well, big thanks to him then for you, for helping you get the podium. It definitely worked. And yeah, we will go to Mushroom again in P3. A word on Bradfield's performance today, Mushroom.
Diabolical. Nah, I'll be honest with you. Fair play to the 2 at the top as well, first and second. The fair play to you, right? Bradford was getting away from me like mad.
Yeah, I could see, yeah.
I was struggling to catch him. I thought, damn him, I'm going to ram him. And I thought, I can't do that. So I'll get rammed.
That's what I was thinking. Yes, I'm getting ahead of him, and then I don't know where it was, and then Fast Ghost overtook me, and then I clipped that corner, and then I spun, and then I think you went. I can't remember which lap it was. And then after that, it was just I underfueled the car as well, and I thought, oh, no safety car.
And it's hard not to laugh when I just see you crawling around the last lap out of fuel. But
just done
yeah, no
decent
safety
points there,
car.
but
It's
never
crazy. I mean, it's an incredibly clean race.
No, seriously, you was quick though.
I don't like this track, but no, well done, Mushroom. Like respect. I always give you respect, mate. We have a bit of banter, but at the end of the day,
I'll dedicate
Well
both my podiums this weekend to you. I should have had the win yesterday, but there's people that moan about penalties and stuff.
yeah, that's
Anyway,
right. I'll cap it off and get a podium tomorrow, mate. Don't worry.
Anyway, I'll just tell you quickly. I had a great race. It was a bit mental. Some weird stuff going on. Bradfield brake checking me. Jake the Slayer turning into me up the straight. But well, this is it. I'm done. I'm either going to crash or I'm going to come somewhere quite well in the points.
Yeah.
There you go. Had a good one. Thank you for inviting me.
No, that's all right.
yeah,
mate,
lovely.
no.
Well, we're going to leave it
Always,
there.
mate.
Again, well done the three on the podium. No mistakes, no
Take care,
penalties. That's what's going to do
Take
in
care,
this
mate.
league. It's so close, so we saw in qualifying and the race. But yeah, that's us done for this week. This is poor for me. I don't even know what track we're at next week. Do you know what track we're at next week?
I think it's Mexico, if I
Oh.
remember rightly.
I can't stand race. It is Mexico, so it's Mexico next week. Well, I'm not a big fan of that track, but I'm pretty sure we'll see more DNFs than this week. There was only one today, and obviously that was towards the end of the race. But brilliant race to everyone. Thanks everyone for watching as well. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place for the Champions
Cheers,
League.
boys.
Thank you all. See you later.
See you later.
Cheers.